2020 is go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Supercup Grand Prix here, the Hungarian Grand Prix in Supercup. I'm here joined by Sandeep Singh. Hello, Sandeep.
Hey Liam, hey guys, how you doing, Liam?
I'm doing pretty good. Qualifying has already started here. People are already doing their laps in their hot laps, actually. Your tying currently is one guy I'm looking forward to. He's a new name probably in this series, but not a new name in GPV. Super League race winner multiple times, so I'm very interested to see what he can do as he's about to cross the line for his first lap here.
Yeah, good to see y'all back in the grid. I think last time he was in GPV was Hockenheim last season, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, since I saw him racing, I was like, he's automatically going to be one of the favourites to win if he's got the car hooked up. But he was on provisional pole, now that's been taken over by Alessandro Quintel. I'm going to be bad with names, so I apologise for getting your name wrong. Just DM me afterwards.
Alessandro Conte has been fast all season long, but I think in Hungary in particular, in practice, he's looked amazingly fast. I think he put the fastest time in the GPV practice server with a 20.3, which the grab levels are not quite on that level yet, it seems, but he is definitely the favorite here to do very, very well. Currently, he's on P1 with your tie-in. Oh, Quinte actually crashed out with a fast left.
Yeah, just getting out of the way of people on hot laps, you know. As long as you don't ruin anyone's laps and don't watch trying to ruin your car.
Yeah. Good thinking about the other guys. David John just took P2. Leon Bach, the race winner, race 2 winner last time in around in Istanbul, P4 currently. And I actually read out about a fun fact which we didn't pick up back in Turkey. Leon Bach back then was racing for ST Racing. Now he swapped over to Racer GP, but he won that race too, and that was the first race win for ST Racing in 15 years of GPVWC, which is amazing.
First time in 15 years or all together in Career Ladder?
All together.
Wow. Wow. I'm surprised. Wow, okay.
ST Racing, a very old team, has done Super League for many, many years, as well as Supercup and Formula Challenge. They've done hundreds of races, and that was their first win ever.
Oh, maybe it might be like, you know, Bus is arriving, you know, they might get more wins later on this season. Well, he's P4 right now, Bok, you know. I saw he was quickest in the first practice session earlier, so definitely more time to come. What's the lap? 20.8. I've seen mid-20s this week, so everyone's, you know, probably done banker laps, holding back. I expect more later on, especially from Quinty. He's done what, 20.4 this weekend, from what I've been told.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Leon Bach did move to Racer GP for instead of to ST Racing, but instead of ST Racing, ST Racing got Argo Teeter, which is also an ex-Super League driver. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they can do. As right now, Cos returning to the pits and going back out again. So it won't be too long. We're probably going to see more laps from the drivers.
Yeah, interesting though. A lot of people doing this the one hot lap. I guess these soft tires aren't quite giving, you know, a second lap as it was in, well, for me they were in Turkey and in Bahrain. Middle sectors obviously, you know, taking all life out of their tires. I mean, how would you approach the lap? Would you just maybe ease up in the first sector, then thrash it in the second sector, final part of the lap?
I like to thrash it everywhere. I personally just push every corner. I don't really think about, all right, if I do a bit more calm here, I'll have a better tires for the second sector. I just, give it all throughout the lap, and a second lap, I never really do that because my driving style doesn't allow for it, unfortunately.
Interesting. Everyone's on the soft tyre apart from one man who's P12, Adriano Pinchny. He's in 12th place on the prime tyre. You know, maybe trying to go long first stint. You know, use the soft tyres at the end. But P12, what is he? 7/10 off pole, which is not a bad effort.
No, I mean, Opportuni and Quinte both have been the guys of alternate strategies. They were the guys that went long, 3-4 laps longer than everyone else in all the previous races, and I've been loving them for them. I've been loving them for it. They've also been on the soft tire in a lot of race twos. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. So yeah, I love them for doing that, and I can't wait to see if they're gonna do something like this again. And yeah, he's on the medium
Sorry
tire
to
in
butt
quali.
in, Yal Tyen. He's just taking provisional pole. He's on a purple middle sector. Yannick Bock, sorry, his brother. Yeah, he's on a purple middle sector now. He's in the last 2 corners. Oh, back and step down mid corner, but he corrected it very nicely. Kept the speed up, and again, he's very stable in this part of the lap. And let's see if his tires hold in this last corner. Nah, stable on exit. He's picked up power nicely. Is this gonna be pole? Oh, 400ths off.
Well, that's very close.
400ths off. Yeah. Let's see what else has happened. Oh, that's interesting. I've just noticed Quinty's getting he's got a drop off his teammate actually in the back straight. Let's see, anything else to note? Gaviani's on the pot, he's on the lap, he's up on his delta time. Coming into the middle sector. Let's have a look, anyone else? Leonov, yeah. Where's Leonov? P8 at the moment. No one else is really improving at the moment. Apart from Yaltain and Yannick Bock. Yannick Bock, I need to stop saying your name as that. I keep saying, I'm used to seeing Yannick Bock in the Super League Lights. Super League Lights, no, Super League. I'm feeling terrible tonight. Let's see, anyone's on a good lap. Quinteri's on the purple middle sector, he's coming to the last 2 corners. He's got a car right ahead of him, which might give him issues into the final corner. Nope, no, guy's pulled into the pit lane, but this is a great lap. This might take him to provisional pole.
Well, that's gonna be very close. Let's see if we can do it.
20.3, oh, great lap, great lap.
That is on par with his
That
best
is-
time on the GPV practice server, I think.
Yeah, that's a great lap to lay down your marker to the rest of the field. You know, that's gonna see if he be's a bit, complacent, maybe a bit complacent, and just says, "Come and try and beat that." It's like something Cross done a few years ago to Senna, where he said, "If Senna can beat my pole lap, then he deserves it."
Yeah, and if he gets pole here, he's gonna have to put. I beat Yoltain in a qualifying session on his resume because that is no easy feat. That guy is insane, especially over 1 lap, but also over the whole race. So very good job again by Quinte, but we know from him he has made some small mistakes which cost him a lot of points in the past. Some his fault, some not his fault, but he's definitely always been one of the favorites. And now he needs to live up to it again and score a lot of points in the race.
Speaking of favourites, where is Sven de Vries? Is he not
Oh yeah, good
racing
point.
tonight?
I think he did have some issues with the mod, and I think he will show up whenever that's settled. But for now,
He's got 4 minutes to get in well, 2 minutes to be honest, because if he doesn't get in the next 2 minutes, he's not gonna be able to do a hot lap. This is
Yeah.
that could be one of the favourites tonight, starting from the back of it. That'll be fun watching him come through the field if he shows up. Hopefully, touch wood, he makes it.
well, especially on this track. I mean, if it was Baku or something, would still be exciting. But then, you know, you have a lot of overtaking opportunities.
Yeah,
but
here, overtaking around is it's difficult, you know, from history. So if anyone can do some overtakes, it'd be Sven.
Yep, very good racecraft. So very exciting to see if he even shows up, because we need to wait and see if the issues resolve himself. As Ragosa unfortunately spins in turn 1, after his lap, so doesn't lose too much. Put a 21.8, 0.1 rather, sorry, goes to P9 as Pedro Gomez improves himself and goes up to P7.
Yeah,
Yep.
Altair's coming around the final corner. He's responded with another purple middle sector, but I don't think he'll be enough. He's still a 10th down on Quinty. Let's see where he goes. Yeah, just improved a little bit. Still only 20.5. He's losing it all in the first sector. Now I think he's only losing it all because Alessandro, he got a tow from his teammate on his lap into sector 1, which explains the 2/10 gap he's gaining there.
Yeah, well, that shows good teamwork.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also part of the plan. Opportuni, his teammate, qualifying on the mediums. Maybe, going for that alternate strategy, qualifying not that important. And then decides to give a slipstream. Does maybe he also have a penalty outstanding? I need to check on that. Yes, he does. 20 slot grid demotion. So there you go.
Okay, that's why. A good team play, he's still sacrificing his qualifying for his teammates' benefit, and can't complain. P1, 2 times ahead of the pack. Oh, he's going out again. Is his teammate ahead of him? Yes, it is. All right, yeah. He's gonna give him another tow. We'll keep an eye on that one.
I like seeing that.
Yeah.
I really like seeing it.
Yeah. The guy is struggling for me actually. He's second in the championship. Frank Hamming. He's down there in P15. That's it's not where I was expecting him to be tonight. Maybe he hasn't quite found the sweet spot of this car on quali fuel.
Yeah, his teammate Menno Klont ahead of him, and Menno is known to be more of a racer than a qualifier. And Frank Hemming maybe a bit of the opposite, although he's obviously a very good in the race as well. He's been very good in qualifying.
He's had a very poor middle sector as well. He's gonna, unless he's got fuel for another lap, this is it. I don't think he's going to improve on this lap.
Nope.
This is not looking good for P2 in the championship, especially with De Vries not here so far. He's only 5 points behind Sven De Vries. I mean, you would want to take as many points as you can from this.
Oh, as we missed that, Warburn just got pole position.
Hey.
What? 20.316, 700s in front. 700s in front of Quinte, but Quinte about to start his lap right behind his teammate Opportuni, getting that nice tow, and Opportuni will move out of the way. This is a great tow. This is going to help him a lot.
I need to ask Ryan Elliott for a tow tomorrow.
I'll give you one. How about that?
Tow me around the whole lap, man.
I'll try. It's going to be very interesting to see what his middle sector or his first sector is going to be of Quinte. The first sector of Jens Wolban was a 28.305 compared to Quinte's as he's about to cross the line, 28.2. So that is.
Oh, he's pushed it too much. He carried weight. He really went for it. Oh, okay. He needs to get back off track. I thought he was gonna take out his teammate there, but yeah, he really. Let's see what happened to him. Did he hit the Astro? The back end stepped down entry and he tried to power through it, but the rear tires were just like, nah, you're kidding me.
That was commitment. You didn't want to.
That was either I'm gonna. Yeah, if I'm taking this on pole, or I'm crashing pretty much. I'm going home.
And if I'm correct, this means that this will be the first non-pole of Alessandro Quinte, but I may be wrong. I think he's got pole all 3 previous times before.
Good question. I don't know the answer.
I'm pretty sure. That means it's going to be the first pole for Jens Wolban unless someone improves on his time, and Jaltijn won't because he just crashed out. That's him done, lost his front or his rear wing rather. Leon Buck is currently on the lap. Didn't improve in sector 1. Quite a bit slower in sector 1. Quite a bit slower in sector 2 as well. He's not going to improve either, I'm pretty sure. Menno Klont in P6. How about that?
Man,
Yeah.
Our Tinder of GPV doing P7 now.
Wow.
It comes down.
David Junt. Yeah, P5 for him, 27. I mean, the consistent guys of this league, the David Junt, Matteo Keersmakers, Menno Klont, doing very well in qualifying here, surprisingly.
Good. Frank Hamming managed to get a lap together. Good at P9. Oh, someone improved. Who was that?
Pardas, yeah. 26. Gallery 82 driver has been steadily improving every race so far. Got a very good result in Turkey.
Gomez slotted in P10. Nice job for you.
Grip really getting to a very good level. Everyone improving. Is someone still faster? Tom van der Voort
I
just
think that's it.
in
Yeah.
19 for him. And that should be it. Yeah, that is it. It's
Yeah,
pole
this
for
ball,
Yannis
but
Wolborn. Great job by him. Alessandro Conte, first time not on pole. Let's see what he's going to do about that, especially on this track. It's going to be very interesting to see the strategy that they're going to choose to do. Joltain P3, Liam Buck P4, and Damien Cardos, great qualifying P5 for him.
yeah, is that Wellborn's first pole in career ladder? I
It
don't
should
think
be
he
because
took one in FC last season. So I think
I'll
this is
fact
his
check.
first pole. Oh, yeah.
I'll fact check, but I'm pretty sure
Uh,
yes.
If
Great
it's
job
his
by him.
first pole, yeah, if it is his first pole, congratulations, sir. I've spoken to him a few times. Good guy, good driver. Gets unlucky, but he has got the pace.
Yep, just checked
That's
it. It
what.
is indeed his first pole. He did get a race win in Formula Challenge 2019, but he did not get a pole. So this is his first pole.
Hey, congratulations, Yanis.
But he's been showing his pace all year long, to be fair. He's been very good in the races, especially, and very close in quali. And now he pulled it together when I least expected it, because I expected Quinte to walk away with it with his pace, but
Yeah, I thought Quinte's lap was impossible to beat, but what do I know? I don't know anything.
nothing, Sandeep. You know absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Well, also surprisingly, Argo Teeter, unfortunately, P18 for him. Not the greatest qualifying for him, but we know what he can do in the race, and it's gonna be very interesting to see uh, what he's gonna do in the race. Garrett de Vries, P27. He's the replacement of Milan Rajkovic, who unfortunately got banned because of for one race for too much license points. And Garrett de Vries is his replacement for Cliffhanger Racing.
Oh well, is it one race ban?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully he learns his lesson when he comes back, keeps it a little bit cleaner. I haven't watched much to see what instance he got involved in, but touch wood, it doesn't happen again. But
Yep. Actually, interestingly enough, we didn't even mention this, but Quinte is going to start from the first place again because Yannis Wolborn has a penalty.
oh yes,
10
yes,
slot grip penalty for him. Same for Ragoza, which qualified on P14. Who else do we have?
is it the same top 10 have to start on the quali tie, or is it just Super League lights and Super
No,
League?
they have to here as well. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what P11 does then.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at least that's the case. Now I'm actually doubting myself.
Maybe our cameraman can tell us.
Cameraman, man of knowledge. Does he know?
Head
He
of
doesn't
TC who wrote the rules as well. He must.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure you have to start on your qualified compound if you qualify top 10, which means that Janus Wolman will start on the soft tire in P11, unless someone else also got a penalty, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be P11. So that's going to be very interesting. Clearly has a lot of pace, and people with a lot of pace are starting far back. Wolborn will, Sven de Vries will, if he is going to turn up. Argo Teeter will. So a lot of fast guys down the grid. Opportunity as well.
How have we missed this? Lars Brugman is on this grid.
And news. Oh wow, the brothers.
What? The Brugman brothers are back. Yay!
You know more about this because you've been in this league longer than I have.
Yeah, oh man.
Tell about
for
it.
rowing. Oh man. Brugman is a Supercup champion 2016. Yeah, he's a bloody rapid guy, man. And his brother's no slouch either, yeah. So I don't know how we missed him. Wow, we've not really observant people, but yeah,
No,
Brugman brothers, it'll be my guys to watch tonight.
they qualify well.
I hope they're racing the rest of the season. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Seeing a lot of new guys on the grid, which is
People coming
amazing.
back, yeah.
The guy I least expected, you're all tie-in as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Jarl Tyne, from Super League driver. Tom van der Voort, he's another one from Super League before. Got Menno, he's been around for years, and the Brugman brothers back. Super League Supercup grid's getting better.
A lot of
But,
Super League drivers, though.
yeah,
And
this
out of my head,
yeah,
Tyen, of course.
yeah.
Menno Klant. Pedro Gomez.
Sure the Brooklyn guys are racing Super League as well.
From
Shows,
Bendevoort.
shows the level.
Yeah, Gary De Vries as well. So
Yeah.
very high level here. It's gonna be wonderful to watch as drivers are currently completing likely their race runs, which most people do in quali, and we can get a bit of a feel what pace everyone is doing here. Even Leonov currently P1 with a 23-1.
HSC's got on Prime, so that's his high evil to start off with. A lot of drivers on Primes. George Whitehouse. Oh, I'm gonna be so bad with names. Witkowski, Primes as well.
The
I was
key
not.
about names is saying it with confidence, even if you're wrong.
I have no confidence.
Oh no, that race sim we just did really destroyed you, did it?
Uh,
Just messing about. Pretty sure it's
yeah.
Witkowski. You were pretty good. Pretty good pronouncing his name. Oh,
Oh, someone
Pacini.
crashed.
Yeah. But for now, I think we're going to have a little break of about 5 minutes, probably a bit less. We'll be back in a very few minutes.
We could play some chess in that time.
Yeah, we'll play a fast game of chess, and then we'll be right back with commentary of this Race 1 Super Cup. 35 laps. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. As I was about to destroy Sandeep in chess, but unfortunately had no time because there's 1 minute to go until the race starts. Race 1 is 35 laps, mandatory pit stop. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see who starts on what tire, Sandeep.
Yeah, before I asked you, I've got 35 laps I think for my next chess move against you. But yeah, top 10 should be starting with softs, and then the C. Oh, sorry, top 9 will be starting with softs, and I believe Frank Cammy, qualified P11, will be our first man. We will have the free tire choice, and then yeah, we'll see what he puts on. If I was him, I'd put on the yellow mark prime tire.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what Frank Hemming is able to do from a grip position that he's not very familiar with, I would say, because he's always near the front. But now he has to start from P10, has to battle his way through the grid on a track where you'd probably rather not want that.
Nah, this is one of the worst tracks to overtake on. I mean, it's before we start. I mean, shout out to the admin store with this track change we made. You know, Zambro had our track issue. That's why we're not there this week. But Hungary, you know, similar track nature, difficult to overtake, and you know, we got still gonna have similar level of racing upfield and strategy calls.
Yeah, very good choice by the admins to race here. Can I just say I feel for sorry, who am I? Walborn. Sorry, I forgot his name for some reason. That I feel for Walborn because he just got his first pole ever in GPV, and then he gets a penalty, so he won't actually start from pole. I've had the same, so I feel him.
You've had when did you? Oh, Monaco.
I got to get back to grid on Monaco, my first
Yeah,
pole.
you
That
done
is,
yeah, you done a. Didn't you get back of the grid after that Monaco lap as well?
yes. So,
Worth it though.
mate, that was worth it, 100%. But I feel for him. I don't think he's gonna get back to grid. Even not back to grid because obviously it's a 10 place grid penalty now. But it is quite interesting that you can cut quite easily here. There's quite a bit of piece of track where you can get a cut and get a 10 grid penalty. So probably expecting to see some people get that penalty and start a bit further down in Baku as well.
Let's see, race director begins giving his pre-race briefings, and we are heading to the first race of tonight in about 30 seconds, I reckon.
Yeah, currently Otayan is on P1 with a 21-1.
And to no Sven de Vries so far, so I think he is missing race 1.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be a huge blow for his championship. If he is doing Supercup actually.
I think he's focusing on Formula
Where are we? On
Challenge.
round 4, aren't we?
Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
the last
okay.
race he can do this.
Yeah, it's the last round before he makes his choice of it to do.
Yep. People are unfamiliar with the rule. You can do 4 races in a higher class. So if you're gonna do Formula Challenge, you can do 4 races in Super Cup if you would want to. And I'm pretty sure Sven's gonna focus on Formula Challenge, although I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this will be his last race that he can participate in Super Cup if that's the case.
Here we
Shout
go.
out, by the way, to Menno on P7, which is absolutely amazing.
For a man not known for his qualifying, that was a good lap, especially that qualified driver of Frank Hami's caliber. Interesting, Frank Hami, he's on the grid on soft tyres. Okay, so he's not going to go for an alternate strat.
Doesn't seem so, no.
No.
Jens Wolben also not allowed to on P11. We'll walk down the grid soon enough as the drivers start driving, as that is what happens right now. So P1, Alessandro Quinte didn't qualify on pole for the first time, but he's still from first. Waal Tyen second, expecting great things from him. Leon Buck P3 with Damien Cardas, all promoted 1 space because of Wolben's penalty on P4. David Junt P5 with Michalek, always improving every race so far. P6, Menno Clant with a very good qualifying. P7 with Pedro Gomez behind him on P8. Theo Keersmaker is then behind him, and Frank Hemming probably disappointed with himself on the 10th position with Walborn penalized 10 positions from pole. P11 now with Whitehouse behind him on the softs first guy, or sorry, rather the mediums to go on the mediums. Leonov on the softs, then Dabrowski and Ziubinski behind him, P15. Argo Teeter promoted 2 positions, P16 as he's lagging out a bit. Hope that's not permanent. Nope, it's not permanent. Ooh,
Oh,
he got back into Tom Vandervoort. I hope there's no damage there.
He's got damage.
Argo Teeter's car is beyond
Yeah.
broken,
Has-
it seems
has-
like.
Has he got damage? Yes,
Oh, he's lagging, that's all I know.
You may look a bit wonky to you.
Yes, it absolutely does.
Yeah.
And Mikhailo Vicentovic, smart choice to stay very far back from this. Anyways, let's continue our run down the field. Tom Vandervoort, P17. Hope he's fine with no damage. Same for Argo, of course. Mihailo behind him on P18. Vicentovic. Then we have Dan Kell, P19, with the Brugman brothers. Brugman. I'm Dutch. I can't even pronounce those names. Okay. Niels Brugman, Lars Brugman, P20 and P21, the brothers. Then Alexander Ragoza also penalized 10 places on P22. Philip Koenig, P23, with Galka behind him. Probably not happy because he's shown very good pace in the last few rounds. P24 with Gerrit de Vries replacing the one race ban Milan Rajkovic. Then we have P26, Ben Willis, behind him Mark Fuller, behind him Patrick Witkowski, and last with a 20 place grip penalty, unfortunately. Adriano Opacini giving his teammate that slipstream, which was unfortunately not enough for him to get that pole. But he's still standing from P1, Sandeep.
Yeah, he can't complain. Clear track ahead of him. Well, if he nails his start, you know, Jarl's a good starter from previous experience, I believe. This quickie note down. George Whitehouse, he's the first guy on the prime tire, and the 2 pole PLS guys, Dabrowski and Zavinski. So we'll keep an eye on with their progress in the middle stage of the race. Maybe they might cause a little bit of traffic when the front guys come out ahead. I think the pit delta here is about 20 seconds, I want to say.
Yeah.
So that's what the option guys are going to be looking to build up before they make their... I don't know what the strategy would be, but I believe it's a one-stop race.
You're not allowed to one stop. You need to pit. As the lights are going on, 4 lights are on, 5 lights are on, and let's see what it's going to bring for us. And we're on the way. A very good start from Quinte. Gets away cleanly and no problems at all. But behind him, can Leon Bach maybe make a move on Yoltayan here? Yoltayan defends the inside, and it doesn't seem likely. Let's see what happens behind there. Everyone so far coming through cleanly through turn 1. A little bit of a slide from Frank Hamming, but no drama so far.
Yeah, although Frank Hamming does have a penalty. He's got a drive-through. He must have jump-started.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to do good for his championship start. And yeah, that's no good. Just to know, yeah, no collisions on the side. Everyone's keeping it clean. Good job, guys. Coming to turn 5. Oh, a little wiggle there. Who was that? The LZ car. Michalak's dropped back. Oh, he's had a... I don't know what's happened to him. He's back down to 16th place.
Oh yeah. Need to check the replay for that, but at the start, yeah, Frank Hamming did jump the star, unfortunately. It was, well, actually, Michalak just had a bad start. Michalak did have a very bad start and just got jumped by everyone. No issues except for his start speed, unfortunately.
Speaking of which, we've missed Yannick. Oh, god damn it. Leon Bach, he's up to P2 ahead of Jarl Tyen. No, I'll nail it at one point tonight. Yeah, Leon Bach, he's up into P2. He's managed to get ahead of Jarl Tyen. Didn't quite see which corner was that in, but as they come around the final corner,
Hamming pitting for his drive-through, or stop and go rather.
so he's getting out of the way ASAP. That's I thought he would maybe stay a couple of laps, but yeah, come out and get some clear air, try and rescue some points. Maybe he could pull out a reverse good pole, who knows. What's the gap of this line? It's about 6/10, so he hasn't been able to break the DRS way on Bach, but let's see what happens. Ben O'Connor is up into P5, he's had a solid start, and Yavidan, he's another one that's gained a place on the start. Yours Kiers make it across right. Ooh, who crashed?
Gerrit de Vries with Mikhail Galka and Vicentovic at the back. What happened there? Gonna look at the replay right now. Michael Galka making a move on Vicentovic, and Vicentovic stares in, maybe too early, and Gerrit de Vries is just a victim here. Drove into the The two spinning cars couldn't avoid them, and that's a lot of damage for those 3 cars, unfortunately.
Yeah, unlucky for Garrett. Still car looks in one piece. He might be able to get away without needing a pit stop, but yeah, I can't say his name. Essentially, he's retired. He's our first DNF of the night. Galka's limping back to the pits.
David John's very close on the back of Yaltayan. Yaltayan doesn't seem to have the race pace that we're expected of him. And now DRS still off, but if I'm correct, it should go on after this straight, after this corner rather.
No, it doesn't come active yet because the DRS activation points on just in the entry of the final corner, and it showed up for these two. The run under the first corner and the run under turn 3. So
yeah, good shout.
You won't get the DRS. Yeah, we get on this lap, says his window. But yeah, Jarl is having a slow start to this race. Maybe he doesn't want to use his tyres up quite yet and get into the dirt year of Bok in front of him. Bok's though trying to put the pressure on Quinte.
Yeah, Bok's flying really fast at the moment. He overtook Yaltayan and is just getting away from him, but now he's stuck behind Quinte. Oh, makes a tiny bit of a mistake, but doesn't lose too much. And yeah, he's showing very good pace, but getting past someone here is very difficult. So let's see if he finds a way through. Meanwhile, for the back, Niels Brookman, the better of the two brothers so far, made up 4 positions. He's currently in P16, and there is, as expected, a big train of cars all having DRS. They range from P1 to P17. All cars have DRS this lap.
Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Javidon, he's got DRS of Yaltayan. Not much gain though. He's not gaining at all.
No.
So maybe Jarl's got a bit low wings, or Javidon's not quite got his wings set up perfectly here for DRS. But yeah, it's not really. DRS doesn't look as a guaranteed overtake as it has been in previous races.
Yep, there's always a pretty big straight where you can just DRS and get past with the toe, which is quite strong, but this straight is just not big enough. You get a lot of dirty air in the slow to medium corners, meaning, oh, spin behind Wallborn, spins, half spins, collects it though.
Good hold.
Yeah, that's a very nice save, and he only loses like 4 positions with that, which still not nice, and the tires won't be too happy, as Yabinski also looks up in front of him, but he keeps it straight at least, and drops down to P12.
Yeah, not good. It's going a bit downhill for him since he took pole in qualifying. But yeah, hopefully Warburn hasn't chewed up those rear tires with that spin there. I wonder if he's pushed too hard in the first couple of laps trying to gain some spots back. He was up to P9 though. I was going to comment on that, so I can't claim commentator's curse on that, but.
Oh, you thought about it, so it was.
I thought about it, but I didn't say it. That's the difference. But George Whitehouse, he's up into P10 on those prime tyres. He's see what he does in the next couple of laps if he's being dropped. He's got solid pace, 23.3 that last lap. He's only 2 tenths off Leonov ahead of him.
It's going to be very likely that Whitehouse will lead at one point in this race when everyone pits if he keeps up this pace, and then he's going to have a charge at the end on the soft tyres because. He'll be one of the first one, well, the first one to have that advantage on track.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the gap. He's 7 seconds behind Quinte on the line, so we'll keep an eye on that the next few laps and see how his pace holds up for the next, up to the pit phase. Yeah, it's not really much battles happening because I guess because of the nature of the track.
Oh, as there is a battle going on actually. P15, Alexander Ragoza is having a nice battle with Tom Vandervoort. They both lock up and they both have some wheel spin, but Alexander Ragoza actually overtook him around the outside of the fast left-hander and then towards the inside of the next turn with a little bit of wheel banging. But that's Ragoza gaining a position.
You can't go around the outside turn 5, damn.
Well, Grosjean did it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
On poor little Massa, unfortunately, but he did it, and I think Ragoza has been studying that move, and he did the exact same thing. Very good move, and he actually didn't go off track like Grosjean did, because I think Grosjean did get penalized, did he?
Yeah, that's a good move, yeah. You can try that one tomorrow?
Probably not. I don't have that much balls, unfortunately.
Nah, Yannis Vorber, he's on the inside of Zabinski. Well, sorry, he's on the outside of Zabinski on the run this turn 3. Will he outbreak if you try going on the outside? He was on the more grippier tyres at this stage. And Warburton, yes, good move. Good move. Oh, you still hang on to Zabinski. He's got the
He
inside.
needs to do the
turn
same
5.
now.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Come on.
Here we go.
Oh!
Nah. Oh no, wow, Zabinski went wide.
Oh, this is the exact. Oh, a spin. Your
Yellow
tire
flag, What's
spun.
happened? Yeah.
Your tire just spun from P3. Oh no, and he goes back to P14. But there's a
What's
big...
happened? Ah, you got on the anti-cut curb on the exit of turn 5. Oh wow. Yeah, Yavi Yun. Good done. Almost clipped the front wing of Tyne.
Very lucky there then.
That's very lucky. Yeah.
Wow, that battle. I mean, we were talking about how Ragosa didn't cut the course, but Walborn did the exact opposite. He could all crash behind. What happened there?
Someone's gone bang.
Oh, Mark Fuller has gone off. Yeah, very unfortunate for him. Lost his front wing. He was in P25 and was driving on those medium tires, and now unfortunately lost his front wing and is cruising back to the pits.
Yeah, unlucky there for Mark Fuller. Hopefully he can do a better job in race 2. Oh wow, battle for P10. It's not over, this battle.
Oh wow.
Warburton and Zabinski. Now Warburn's got the inside for turn 3. Now will Zabinski try to hang around the outside as Warburton done? Nope, not quite. Warburton gets the pace back. He's up into P10.
Great battle. This time makes the move cleanly. Well, not that cleanly because they did wheel bang, but clean enough. And
wheel bang's okay, for my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Walburn just went a little bit wide there again. But he gets the position and is now going to go on a charge towards George Whitehouse. Oh, almost spins that. Well, almost goes in. At front, we are having Alessandro Quinte still in the lead. Behind him, Liam Bach on 5/10. But where are you going to pass him?
Now Rogodes is all over the back of Jarl tyre here. Jarl, his tyres must be screwed over from that spin there. Will Rogodes have a dive here? No, not quite. I thought he was going to have a look.
Mistake.
Oh, his tyre goes wide. Yeah, tyre goes wide.
There's no grip on the AstroTurf at all.
His tyres must be... He must have taken all life out of his tyres after that spin there. You know, Rogodes is one of the... He's a bit daring on the braking, if that's the right word. He does push a bit of boundaries when he goes through these overtakes, but
That's what we like to see, though. I mean, wouldn't want to be the guy in front, but hey, I'm a spectator, so that's what we like to see. Those Ricciardo moves, and hasn't been able to do it so far. As P18 is a battle going on. It's Andrea Piccini getting a charge back, and now he's on the inside of Dankel, who brakes later than him and tries to stick it, but there is just not enough grip there, and Piccini gets the move done, having a nice race back, and he's now currently in P18.
yes, he's charging back through. He's gained 11 places from his starting position. He's doing well so far, and he's passed down Kel. Let's see if he catches up to the back of Niels Brugman in front of him.
This is going to be interesting to see who gets in between P6 and P10. So far, the Crossfire drivers have always had a bit of luck in getting the reverse grip ball, but so far, David Junt.
Yeah, he's closing the gap up to the top to you guys. The Crossfire car's working well in race trim here.
Yeah, because usually they're in between P6 and P10. Now they're in between P1 and P6. They're third and P6, so...
They've always shown great race pace in these feature races. And, you know, Hungary is a tie killer. I mean, if your car's working well, then...
Yeah, the advantage is better here. Quinte makes a mistake. But doesn't get Bach an opportunity to overtake just yet. But I think Quinte is not really saving. He's just struggling straight up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's... it doesn't look like he's got the confidence as the guy behind him, Leon Bach. Even in Javi Jan, what do you do if you have a Jan here? Do you just wait to top guys to make a mistake, or do you just go for it?
I think it's going to be, for David Jan, almost impossible to overtake because, well, even if it's already Hungary, it's very hard to pass, but Liam Bach has the DRS and the toe compared to Quinte. So if anyone here has to make a move, it's gonna be Bach, and even that is gonna be very hard. So I think it's gonna be best to wait for the pit stops, and then see what you're gonna do. Because if I look at the pace of Quinte, it's gonna be likely he's gonna pit earlier than the rest, even though history has shown that that usually doesn't happen because he's very good on his tires. I think today might be different.
They both got a little bit wide, and he does a little draft braking there. It's a nice little trick when someone behind you's got DRS, because they don't want to do, they don't want to follow you and make quick change of directions when they got draft. This Yannis Wolman actually just set the fastest lap, 22.4. That's good pace on the old 9-lap old soft tires, so he's getting a move on.
Yeah, great job by him. He has 2.7 seconds towards even Leonov in front.
Yeah, we've missed him passing Whitehouse, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We absolutely have. But he did pass him, and I'm sure it was a nice move. So we're not very observative today, are we? Is that a word, observative?
Observant.
Observant. Yeah, I'm not. I can't speak English.
I should be able to speak English.
Doesn't work out all the time, does it? No.
Not all the time, no.
It's a very close battle anyway for P10 of Whitehouse with Ziobinski behind him, then Dabrowski, Michalak, Yaltai, and Ragoza, all in like 2 seconds of each other in total. So I think we're gonna see a very nice battle here brew up in the next couple of laps, if not now already. Oh, no mistake there from Dabrowski, but not too bad.
Yeah, Whitehouse's pace has dropped off in his last couple of laps. He's not, I guess, I don't know, he looks to be struggling on these hard tyres compared to Zabinski behind him, who's on the same set. The Whitehouse car isn't quite as tuned up for the race trim as it was for qualifying.
Yep. And just comparing the time of Walborn to the top guys. Oh, there was almost a crash there in that big battle in the midfield, but ended well. Walborn's time was 2/10 faster than the leader so far, but yeah, he's got a 9.5 second deficit to the leader, so it's going to be hard to pull that back.
He gets a reverse grid pole.
Yeah, well, he's going to just walk away with it probably, with his pace.
Well, we think, unless he crashes, which touch wood. Actually, maybe if I curse he doesn't crash. Curse that he crashes, he doesn't crash.
That's smart thinking.
Reverse psychology.
How about we just don't think at all like we usually do? Just don't think anything. Then nothing happens. Just wing it. I must say, I'm so far a bit disappointed with All-Time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much practice he's had with these cars. It might be his first day of it. It does take a while to adapt to a.
But they're not easy cars.
No, it's easy to drive, but to push it to the limit is always difficult with these career ladder cars.
I think out of all the cars, I think the Supercup car is maybe one of the hardest to drive, even in terms of not accelerating, but in terms of cornering, because the Super League cars are so planted compared to this car.
He's going for P10. He made it down to 10-1 with DRS, so it is possible. I don't know if White has a bad exit out the final corner, but Zabinski makes it up to P10. And let's see what his pace is like then. Whitehouse, yeah, he looks to be struggling. Whitehouse, he's getting, he's building up a train here.
Yeah, now it's the turn for Ziobinski's teammate Dabrowski. The Polish guy says there is a crash behind, if I am correct.
Who is that?
There's Ben Willis. Oh no. Unfortunate for Ben Willis, and he did it in turn 1 as well, which means it's going to be a long road back to the pit lane. Argo Teeter actually just pitted. Is that a planned pit stop? Let me check. That is a planned pit stop. Doesn't seem like he had any damage on his car except for maybe the formation lap shenanigans. Lap 11, first pit stop, and he went to soft, so we're gonna see a 2-stop from him for sure, which is actually something we haven't touched about too much. The 1-stop versus the 2-stop, Sandeep.
Yeah, I still think this race will be a 1-stop, especially because if you go on a 2-stop, you're gonna have to do a lot of overtaking, and I don't think this track, even if you've got fresher tyres, gives you the opportunity to make the overtaking, unless you feel hand.
Sorry to interrupt you. Damien Cardell's making a move on Menno Klont around the outside of turn 2. Is there enough grip there? As usual, there is not. It's a bit different compared to real life racing, and especially Formula 1 and Formula 2.
Yeah, I
Where
mean,
there
time to
is-
see Hamilton or Ricciardo go around the or Verstappen go around the outside.
Yeah, but there's not that amount of grip in this, in this track or in this game rather, to do that. I feel like it's not that easy to just stick it around the outside, especially in that corner, like it would be maybe in real life, which is a bit unfortunate for Cardos as he was unable to make that move stick. The consistent guys are doing very well. David Junt on P3, Mr. Consistent as I like to call him, and Menno Klont also on P4 doing a great job. Obviously, I should be I shouldn't be in favor of anyone, but I really want to see Menno do. Just a great guy, does a lot for the league. And oh, you're tying. Uh-oh, that is not good. He lost his rear wing, and that is gonna cost him a lot of time.
Oh, don't hit the back. Okay, I was worried. I thought he was getting too quickly for I have no rear wing into that corner, and he was, yeah.
Yo, what happened there? He was on the AstroTurf and overcorrected the car. And oh, he almost hit. Who is that? Was that Walborn? That's not Walborn. That was Michelak. No, it was not. I'm not sure who that is actually. Oh, he did hit
Frank.
Ragosa. Oh, he
Frank
didn't.
coming this Barry Kelly and Schumacher moment. It's turn one.
No, he almost hit Ragosa, but he did not. And then Ragosa still pitted anyway for the medium tire. So he is the first one to pit onto the medium tires, and you're tying. Well, that must be ways over. He's way too far down now with his damage, and that is uncharacteristic, I have to say. Unfortunate. Just binned it on his own.
Not driver is caliber. Shouldn't be making those sorts of errors. Maybe he's pushing a bit too hard in his car. Maybe should have waited for the car to come to him, if that's the right way to say it.
Well, don't forget, he also spun out earlier. It's not the first time.
Yeah. Let's see what there's. But some option tyres interesting. So he's not confident then to make the mediums last. Oh, I presume they can make it to the end from here. Fragosa put them on.
Quinte is right behind him now. Jotain getting the blue flags as well for Bach, as well for David Junt, and he's not going to be happy, but he does have pace, so maybe he's able to follow these guys, as Kasper Michalak pits as well as one of the first guys of the top 15. And for what tires does he go to? Obviously, I think everyone who pits now is going to go onto the mediums and go to the end here. A few guys doing the two-stop rather, but indeed, as you said, Sandeep, one stop prevails here. As David Junt fell back a little bit, but now he's back at it, and he's 7/10 behind Liam Bach, so it's a bit fluctuating, maybe saving his tires a bit.
Yeah,
but
it's just that wall you hit in the turbulence there. You just can't go forward, not around here. You just get stuck.
yeah. But who do you think is gonna pit first? Do you reckon that David Junt's gonna go for an undercut here?
Knowing our luck, they're all going to be on the same lap.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
It would be. Oh, here we go.
Oh, well, you were
you're
almost
kidding.
right.
Oh, 2 out of 3.
David Junt continues, but Quinte and Liam Bach both go into the pits. And interestingly enough, wow, Liam Bach really breaks very late. I think they're going to come into a lot of... It's either going to be very clean air, or it's going to be...
Now, where's Zabinski? Where's that train? Will it be able to beat that train?
No, 100% not. They do not. Liam Bach comes right out behind Quinte. No gains in the pit stop there.
Yeah,
Tom Vandervoort, he's going to split them.
They got to beat...
He's splitting them. Oh, no.
Oh, it's Quintero. Go left straight away. Go on the inside, especially on the cold tyres.
That means...
Tom wasn't as close as I thought he would be, but yeah.
He split the two. He split Quintue and Bach, which is not good at all for Bach. He's gonna be wanting to pass Vandervoort as soon as possible, but that is no easy task.
Yeah.
Currently, David Junt in the lead, just pushing everything out of those tires, and he wants to undercut. Overcut. Sorry, I always confuse those two.
He wants to push on the overcut. Yeah, he's on a good middle sector here. Let's see if he pulls to the right at the exit of this corner.
And yes, there you go.
Now, will he be as aggressive as Yannick Bock on the pit entry?
Yannick, but who's that? You keep talking
I'm
about something from
sorry.
Yannick guy.
I'm sorry.
I don't see him racing here.
I'm going to say Bock, screw it.
Well, why are you not saying? Oh wait, there was another brother in there. Who was that? Matteo Kiersmaker. Why are you not saying Lawrence?
Because I haven't said Kiersmaker yet. Oh, Jan had to really had to really hard lock it left so he came out of his pit box.
Well, he's got Bock. Has he?
Bock? Oh, here we go. Oh.
He has got Bock.
Go left. Go left.
No,
Jan's
there's.
gonna have a slipstream here.
Oh wow,
wants to go around
actually.
the outside. No, he doesn't go for it. Okay.
So David Junt got
That's
one
it.
position.
Yes, the overcut has worked out for him.
That's great news. So the overcut working very well. Menoklant also went to the pits and came out in P11. In front of him are a few names who haven't pitted yet. Theo Keersmakers, Niels Brugman, Adriano Pacini currently in P8 from last on the grid. Great drop by him. Tom Vandervoort also didn't pit. Dabrowski in P3 and Whitehouse in P2. And then leading Ziubinski in P1. They all haven't pitted and they need to pit. So that's going to be a lot of positions for those guys that just did pit.
Well, I presume they're going to be pitting in about 3-4 laps time, judging by how long the guys on option tyres went.
Yeah, I agree.
As Dabrowski went wide into the... what corner is that?
As Bock has actually gotten ahead of Vandervoort, and now Quinte, Junt, and Bock are all close to each other behind.
Dabrowski's tyres looked to have gone. He had to completely his tyres did not want to turn into the final corner there. As he puts now, crucially, Quinte has put a car between himself and David Jan.
Battle in front as well for the lead. Ziubinski and Whitehouse are battling it out. But what battle are we looking at? Because there's two going on. Whitehouse now very close, going around the outside. Is there grip? No, there is not. So Ziubinski gets that position. He had that position and he keeps it. Argatiter, unfortunately, meanwhile, retires. So that accident was too much for him and he parked the car. Whitehouse was having a little look down the inside there. And now David Junt behind. Dabrowski is stuck. Can he get this move done?
Oh, here we go. Jan's going to go for it in a chicane. Here we go.
Nice move.
Yeah. That's using the extra... That's using the tyre grip, the extra tyre grip he's got from his fresh prime tyres. That is really straight up onto Quincy's tail. Look at the gap he's pulled out already on Dabrowski.
Now I have a question for you, Sandeep. Will we see a double overtake?
No.
Possibly from Quinte.
You're not racing, that's why.
Oh, okay. I've been double overtaken. I've not done any double overtakes yet.
You did? Oh, yes, you
Jeffrey Fournier overtook me and I think Francesconi in one go in Bahrain.
I've done one.
Wow. I don't think I've ever done one.
Here we go. This is going to be great. This is going to be tasty. Here we go.
Wow, this is interesting. As Quinte coming up behind Ziubinski and Whitehouse. This is the double overtake I was talking about. Ziubinski closes the door and they hit the back and David Junt now maybe has to drive. Definitely has to tow, but so does Quinte. Can there be a move done? Breaks early, Quinte. Doesn't want anything to do with this. And now Buck, who also passed Dabrowski, also finds the way back to the butt of David Junt.
I thought Jan was a bit too safe into turn one. Maybe he thought there'd be a collision ahead of him between the top three guys, but I felt he could have... I thought he broke a few car lengths ahead than he should have, in my opinion.
Yep.
And Bock's now right on the back of this train.
This is very good.
This is what we thought would happen.
Yeah, you can overtake if you have a big tire deficit, but it's still not easy, especially if Ziubinski keeps this DRS from Whitehouse, which doesn't seem likely. He's falling back quite a bit. The gap is now 1 second, so it's on the edge of DRS, but I don't think DRS alone is going to be enough. The toe is so strong, and look how Quinte is just eating up time, but ooh, David Junt may be thinking about doing a move there. If David Junt gets a good exit, he could well be in place to get both of these guys done in turn one. As look at this, Quinte, he already has him before the... Well, he hasn't.
Now, why did he pull that too early in the DRS? Now, will David Junt make it past both cars?
Ooh, can he make this move stick? He doesn't brake late enough, unfortunately. And Ziubinski making space for... David Junt, not for Liam Buck so far. Is Ziubinski going to defend? He is not going to defend hard, and now only Whitehouse is in the way of these three charging through the field.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll be, providing if Quinte doesn't make a mistake, if that'll be a game for him. I wonder if, just because of how difficult this game, this game set.
Ooh, battle behind. Oh, Keersmaker's going around the outside of the fast lane, beating Dabrowski to it. That's a great move, similar to the one Ragosa did earlier.
I'm going to try that tomorrow.
Don't try it on me, please. We're going to crash.
No, I'm not going to dare you, man. Come on.
You will. You will.
Maybe if you lap me.
Oh, yeah. All right. If I do happen to lap you, which 99% won't happen, ever.
Yeah. If you get to the last lap and you lap me, just let me unlap myself.
Oh, like Verstappen.
Yeah.
Oh, Gomez down the inside. Sorry to interrupt you. He also gets Dabrowski. I think it's time to pit for Dabrowski as Leonov also goes down his inside. And there's little he can do about it. And now Woburn, he's not pitting still, and Woburn is already down his inside, and he's getting it.
Who's in? Tom Vanderbilt's coming. Tom Vanderbilt's into the pits. He's going to put on fresh air option tyres. So getting to that phase where the guys decide on prime tyres are coming.
P1. Quinte.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a move. Oh, Whitehouse breaks very late, and he gets that position still.
Didn't want to risk it. Quinte. Didn't want to get.
But that's smart.
Why would you?
Yeah, exactly, because everything is very hard anyway. There's little threat from behind, even though it may seem so. Well, David Johnson had a really good corner there. He's very close to him, though. Who knows what is going to happen now? Is he going to dare? Then he is at here. It's very risky.
He's not
no.
risk back.
Ooh.
A bit of lag there.
Yeah, it seemed like he outbraked himself, but it was not the case. And now Ziobinski is under attack behind from Menno Klont, who is driving an absolutely fantastic race. I'm sure he's going to be very happy with him, and he hits Ziobinski. Don't ruin your race because of this, Menno. And, well, now he's got him for sure.
Ziobinski's front left tires is giving up all life. He's going to be in this.
Oh, Quinte mistake! Quinte made a mistake, and he's lost two positions. No. What happened there? We missed that.
Did he go for it?
Did he?
Did he try to make the move?
Oh, lag! Oh, no! Wait, what happened there?
Wait, he lagged into pressure.
Yeah, he lagged into oxygen.
What?
He lagged into oxygen and...
wait.
I don't know what happened there, but it seemed like lag. And that's two positions lost, and now David John's leading.
He's got... Yeah, David Young. Will he get his second win of the season? Wait, he has won a race, right? I got that wrong.
I think he has, yeah.
Yeah, alright. We'll go with it. We'll David Young got his second win of the season.
We're just saying that he has won a race, even if... you know what? I'm fact-checking. Hold up.
Yeah, Quinte, I mean, he's driving a very safe race getting through the traffic, and then lag mode. It looks like it's cost him the win.
Yeah, so far, but there's 14 laps to go. Anything can happen, but that was very unfortunate. Behind as well, Menno Klont and Mathieu Keersmakers. Pedro Gomez, all in a second of each other. Well, 1 second to the next car, and then 1 second to the next car again. So maybe there's a battle brewing there. Dabrowski still didn't pit. His tires are done for, and he should pit now because he's losing seconds per lap. He's literally losing 3 seconds per lap.
Look how much steering lock he's having to put into there.
Yeah.
He's gone probably 2-3 laps too long, in my opinion. I don't know why he hasn't. Well, now he comes in the pits, but
it's too late, I think.
That's cost him points, in my opinion.
Yeah, very likely to do so, but
back then.
There he goes in pits. Talking about points, Opacini will now be in P15, and he's on his charge because he is gonna go for Tom Vandervoort, who's also on fresh tires, so it's not gonna be easy. Hold up 1 second. Is George Whitehouse still driving? He's on the mediums.
Oh no. You did
Hold
not.
up.
You did not.
He pitted from the lead. And he
I know he pitted from the lead, yeah. Yes,
he put on another set of mediums.
I hope that's a tyre like not loading up for us as Frank Hammick spins into turn. Oh, he can't buy that yet. Frank Hammick spun into turn 6.
Frank Hammick spins out! Oh no! Well, Opacini gets the position. opportunity, gets the position, and that's unfortunate for him. Has not had a good race. Maybe Frank Hamming and Menno swapped positions. You know, maybe Menno is
Maybe
actually
it's
Frank.
Frank Hamming and Menno's car. Menno
Yeah.
in Frank Hamming's car.
Well, we shouldn't spoil the secrets, but could very well be. But unfortunate for him, it's not had a good race, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna get a reverse grid, anything really. Shame for him. Yeah, and he still started on the soft tires, so there's no advantage towards the end, unfortunately. Yeah, not the best race for him.
Yeah, if Whitehouse hasn't changed, if he isn't a tyre error, then Whitehouse is gonna have to probably come to the pits on the last lap, change the compounds. But yeah, that's a shame for
I
the
just
guys.
can't stop laughing about you. Oh, and Frank Hamming is spun. That was hilarious.
I
Okay.
kind of say like he does it all the time, but he doesn't. No, it's good.
Well, he doesn't. Not that I've seen, at least.
But anyways, yeah, David, Jan, and Bok, you know, they've got a noticeable gap. He's putting a little gap out to Quinte. I wonder if Quinte's got damage from this lag thing he had. If the game registered on his side as a hit. He's dropping. He ran a bit wide there onto the AstroTurf into the end of sector 2. But yeah, he doesn't look to have the pace of the top two guys.
It was
Jan
weird.
looks very comfortable as well.
Yeah, but he's been good all year. It really seems like this car's been suiting him. And every time on the post-race interview, I'm sure today he's going to say, yeah, I'm not looking at the championship. Yeah, we're not that great. He is. He's been doing amazing.
Up, come on.
I know that David's going to say the exact same things. I'm 100% guaranteeing you. He's probably watching this, so maybe now he doesn't anymore. But, David, we know what you're up to. There's a big battle brewing up for P4 though. Menno was not feeling safe with Matteo Gismarcus and Pedro Gomez right behind him. Overtaking is easy, but it is possible as we have seen. So let's see what Menno can do.
As long as you don't make a mistake, the guy behind won't be able to make a move on you.
Yeah, or if you're on way worse tires, but it doesn't seem to be the case here.
Yeah.
And Jannis Walborn also, and even Leonov really has a lot of pace. Remember when Jannis Walborn was 9.5 seconds back of the leader? He's now 9 seconds behind, and he has had to pass a lot of cars. So his pace is really, really fast, and he's in prime position for a good position in race 2 with the reverse grid number.
Yeah, he's looking good for race 2. Yeah, P8. He's had a solid drive. Apart from that spin he had, apart from that one error you made.
Half spin.
Half spin, yeah.
Gotta give him credit.
That still cost him 2 or 3 seconds and places. So that hasn't really helped him in his race 1 situation he found himself in. But yeah, he's driving solidly.
Could have got it.
Yeah, a guy that's driven well is Michalak as well. He's recovered from that bad start. He's up into P10.
Yeah, he had a real Mark Webber start there.
Yeah, so he's recovered well. He did pit early as well onto the prime tyre, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder if he's...
Lap 15? Yeah, it's
I
quite early.
I wonder if he'll be able to make it to the end, especially because the PLS guys, you know, they're starting to struggle on about lap 18, 19 on their tyres. So we'll keep an eye on that.
They both pitted early. Ragosa pitted lap 13, and Michalak pitted lap 14. George Whitehouse with new tires is breathing down the neck as there is an incident somewhere.
Oh, it sounds like a double crash. Where's that?
Oh, Dan Cal has crashed off.
Ah, it's Lars Brugman. It's the other one.
Oh, and he has no... Oh, Lars Brugman is doing a Fernando Alonso. He's hitting the wall.
That's I like how he's got DRS open, despite front wing.
Well, to be fair, maybe he got the biggest top speed with that, without a front wing.
Yeah.
A lot of drag. Well, it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
he tried to make a move on Dan Kell into turn 1. They had a little small touch, and that's both of their cars speared left into the wall.
Oh, yeah, that's just both tires locking. Well, not locking, but literally touching at the exact same angle. Both front and rear tires.
Unlucky for both, but well, there's not much you can do in the end. I think Michalak is going to struggle with his tires. He doesn't look comfortable in my opinion.
Nope, and I think Whitehouse is very comfortable right now. He's opening DRS and looking for a move down the inside of Ragosa, but he also is, so it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, plus Whitehouse is on the... we think he might have to make a pit stop. couple.
Yeah, or he could
Options,
get
yeah.
disqualified.
Yeah, well, is it a DQ or is it a time penalty?
I'm pretty sure it's
No,
disqualification.
it is a disqualification, isn't it? Yeah.
Because I remember, no, that's oh, why that was almost spinning out there. Well, he saves it. The dirty are really doing him dirty there. I like that. I like that one.
You guys widen it to turn 5. Back limits at its best.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really get a cut track for that, so you can do it. It's not fast because you really lose out on the exit or the entry rather for the next turn, but it's the safer route instead of trying to hold it on the track. And Quinte currently 3 seconds back of Leon. I almost just said that Yannick Buck because of you. Behind Leon
Don't blame
Buck.
me.
I absolutely blame you. You've been saying Yannick Buck this whole stream. But he doesn't have the pace of the guys in P1 and P2. Now, he could have damage from the leg incident earlier, but there's only one way to ask, which would be after the race in post-race interview. Otherwise, there's no way of knowing, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just. If I was yards high, I think I would be a bit annoyed right now. He's got the pace of the leaders, but he's a lap behind.
He's on a 21.6, which in his defense, he's probably pushing his tires till death, but still.
Yeah.
That is a second faster than anyone else.
It is second faster than anyone else did. I could just miss something. No, I'm just, my eyes are deceiving me. Oh no, I didn't. Pedro Gomez almost hit the walls on the exit of turns.
How did you miss that?
I just saw him getting. I saw he was wide on entry for some reason. I just had a quick look. There he was.
Alright. Well, he's still driving. He's still doing well.
He's fine. He's fine. He's P6.
There's this big group containing Klomp, Keersmakers, Gomez, Leonov, Walborn, and that's it. Cardos is the last one of that train. Big train of 6 people even. And Walborn is very close to Leonov, but it doesn't get a great exit. The problem with this train is that everybody has DRS, so how are you gonna pass? That's the issue.
Send it.
Send it. True. I didn't think of that actually. That's probably what they're gonna have to do though, if they want to make any move at all. It's one thing if you're like Matteo Keersmakers right now or Menno Klont. It's still hard to overtake, but at least Menno doesn't have DRS, which makes it easier.
No, but he does have a back marker up ahead. Oh, he cut the curb inside turn 5 down Seldish, but he does have a back marker up ahead of him in the.
Oh, battle, sorry. P12, Adriano Pacini going already outside, going off track, but he makes the move stick. What a brilliant move there from Pacini.
Did he complete it off track?
Oh, a spin in front as well. Who's that? That is a back marker. Alright, it's Dankel, who's now waiting for everyone to go by. And that's very mature driving there. Unfortunate for the spin. But he comes back on track safely and continues his journey. I thought that was somebody else. Sorry, what did you ask, Sandeep? I completely
I was wondering
if
Pacini completed the move on track limits. Well,
no, absolutely not. Oh, it's still a nice move. So I'm going to give it that and then leave it for the DC to judge that if needed. But we enjoyed that move, did we?
Yeah, if it's legal, I'll enjoy it. If it's not so much.
I see. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, Pacini is now on his charge to Ragosa. He's been absolutely flying, Pacini. Started last, but with 6 laps to go. He's now about to overtake Ragosa. And whoa, as he moves to the inside, but I don't think... Well, he doesn't break lay at all.
He didn't really fancy it late, did he?
No, but he still got it, and now he's pinching him, the touching a bit.
Ragosa's desperate to get back on the inside, is he?
Oh, and there's the... He listened to your Sunday remark. But, that's a slight touch. And that is still...
That was a bit opportunistic on Pacini.
Was that a word joke?
No, yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Opportunistic. Alright. Very low level we got on this. Pacini breaks himself. Doesn't cut the chicane, but it's just off in the
back. Oh no, Zabinski has to go wide, and look who made it through. Frank Hamming, he just slotted through that middle.
Frank Hamming just...
Him.
Oh, that's a spin coming. And it's Jubinski who spins and doesn't lose his front wing, but drops outside the points. He hit the rear wheel of Tom Vandervoort, and that's him, well, dropping to P16 out of the points. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. I haven't had a quick look at the incident. Yeah, I mean, it was started with Opportunity outbreaking himself into the chicane, and that caused well, caused a bit of a havoc there. And,
Opportunity
well,
now going for it again. Sorry to interrupt you, but now we're going to see part two. Ragosa really desperate. Say this. He's doing a triple fake and going around the outside, and now he breaks really late. Ragosa hits him again, and now surely he has it, unless Ragosa's going to send it. Doesn't have the arrest, but does have the toe. Is he going to send it?
no, don't.
Oh no, he sends it.
Don't
But
do
it
that. But
doesn't
here comes
work.
Frank Hamming. Frank Hamming. Does he make it around the outside turn 4? No, he doesn't.
This is going to be a very interesting last few laps. 100%.
Yeah, I think these PZZW drivers are feeling the effects from pitting early onto these hard tyres. They haven't got the pace. They haven't got the pace on these old set. We saw what happened to the PLS sides when they were stretching their primes.
Oh, Matteo Keersmaker's dropping back. Matteo Keersmaker's has spun. Crashed even. Loses his front wing, and that's him. Losing position after position. What happened there? Did he get on the AstroTurf?
I think he did.
Yes,
Yep.
and he throttled it.
Yep, that's
Ow, that hurts.
ouch. Yep.
He was doing so well. And now he is going to pit, and he's going to fall back to, I think, like, maybe he's going to stay in the points. Very maybe, but it's going to be close.
Hope he remembers to put on options.
Well, talking about that, Jotain is currently in the pits again, going for the for the softs, so he's going for the fastest lap. And
Have a look at Hamming and Ragosa. Hamming now, he's trying to make up spots into P11. Nudgies, and look, look who's a
what?
bit.
Tom
yeah,
Vandervoort.
Tom Vandervoort, like, hello.
He's looking, yeah, and then
Looking,
Ragosa is
yeah.
fighting hard for every position he can.
Yeah, he's struggling with these old tyres. Yeah, he's gonna be a sitting duck the next few laps.
Yeah,
3 laps to go.
he needs to be careful he doesn't drop out of the points. Something we forgot to mention, George Whitehouse did pit again. So I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. Going on to the mediums again. He didn't want to be disqualified, so he put on another set of softs and dropped back to P17.
He's gonna be gutted at that. He was looking up for a top 10 finish before that. Yeah, if he put on the correct tyres, he would have been there. But oh well, his second race coming up, he can still score some points.
Or maybe even in this race, even though he has 11 seconds in 4. Yeah.
Yeah, his P12,000 is something.
Yeah, Ragosa is really not giving up, and Tom Vandervoort fell a bit back now, because Dabrowski is attacking him.
Oh, sorry, Warburn's up to P7. He's made it past. Did he see up to P? Did he make an overtake? P7 before?
He was P10 before, but that means he would have had the move done earlier, which we missed.
Oh
So
no, he gained a spot because Keersmaker spun, didn't he? We're stupid.
we are stupid. Yeah, well, that's very true. And Menno defending still very well. What can you say about it?
Yeah, Ragosa's tyres, they're dead.
Oh yeah, they are. And now Dabrowski, Tom Vandervoort already passed him, which we also missed. Well, not also, but we did miss this. And now Dabrowski is just so impatient. He wants to.
I don't think he's impatient. I think he just cannot believe how much more grip he has than Ragosa in front of him. It's just.
Yeah, the difference is absolutely insane. But he's gonna pass him. It's just a matter of when.
Ragosa
and
must
how.
be thinking. Oh, sorry, Dabrowski must be thinking. If I go any slower, I'm gonna stop.
Well, at least you'll be saving some fuel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, he's still waiting for the straight, and he's just locking up every turn, is he? Every braking zone.
Just, missed opportunity. He's gone up to. Opportunity's made it up to P9, up ahead of him. What did I
He's
miss?
so slow through the.
I know. 3.5
corners.
seconds off his PB apparently.
Well, now he needs to make the move. Surely, is Ragosa gonna defend? History would say yes. Let's see. He defends, but not enough, and that's the inside for Dabrowski, and should be easy. Ragosa lets him go, and there's no way of doing anything about that. And now he has to worry about Ziubinski behind him. And even with Kowski, I mean, there's 2 laps to go. But with the pace he's losing, or with the rate he's losing time, could happen. He's 8 seconds behind. I'm not ruling it out just yet if the tires completely go.
I'm not ruling out at all. Oh, Zapinski, wow. He's taking an alternate route around. Is his tires gone as well? Or is he just that bad?
Wow! Okay, that is.
That came out wrong.
Is it are his tires gone or is he just bad? What is that? Okay, well I didn't want to go that route, but you do you.
Sue me. Don't worry.
Yeah, I will. And in front there is still Boof Cardass moving in front. In the inside of Walborn. That's a big dive bomb. Walborn gives him space, but now has the inside, which is definitely a favorite position. And he breaks late enough. Cardass, I mean, he holds on to it. He still has the inside, but doesn't have it anymore.
That was a good block there by Walborn on the exit of turn 3 there.
He really sent it down the inside of Cardass of Walborn, and that was a great move. But Walborn had to give him space. If he didn't give him any space, that was serious. So good driving from Walborn in particular. But this train is really clumping up now, and it's going to be a very interesting end.
Oh, yeah,
the last lap.
Yeah, it's gone by quick. Yeah, here comes Yavi Dunt. And this has been a great job from Jan. You know, he done the overcut, managed to get ahead of Bok, and then he was there to pick up the pieces when Quinte had his unfortunate incident, I might ask. But solid drive from the Crossfire man.
And he wins. David John picks up a win for Crossfire. Quinte coming behind Liam Bok, who finished in P2. Quinte P3. Mano Clant manages to defend. I think his tires are gone, but there's a big clump of drivers, and they all finish right behind Mano. Gomez, Leonov, Walborn, Cardass, very close to each other. And then Opacini also a wonderful drive from last to P9. Great job by him, and then Frank Hemming rounds down the top 10.
Yeah, good recovery from Opportunity from last on the grid. Frank Hemming, yeah, P10. You know, he's one of the reverse grid, could get a reverse grid pole. Could still save his night. I wonder if that puts him ahead of Sven de Vries now in the championship.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting.
And from what I've been told, Sven de Vries will be here for race 2, so he has an opportunity to save his night.
David Junt is 1 point behind Sven de Vries at the moment, but Frank Hemming is currently leading the championship by 1 point. So it's 104 points for Frank Hemming, 103 points for Sven de Vries, 102 points for David Junt at the moment. Leon Buck is leading the championship right now. He's got 107 points.
Wow.
So it's so close.
Don't we love it?
Yeah, race 2 is going to be even more interesting that way. And I want to come back on something earlier. We were talking about David Juntz. Is going to be his first win here, or is it not? Let me just check that real fast. It is not, because he won Bahrain race 2. So it's his second win, but this is his first race 1 win of the season. Great job by him.
Good job by the Swiss man. Yeah, I know his manager will be happy tonight. He'll probably have a sausage roll on his behalf. But good drive from Yavidian.
Well, first, before he snoops down the sausage roll, he still has to do well in race 2, which historically he has done. So
I want to say also good drive by Menno tonight. Yeah, P4.
Yes.
Let's see how he does in race 2. You know, he withstood the pressure from having, what was it, 6 cars behind him.
Yeah.
That whole second stint didn't crack one bit.
I have inside information that Menno Clant was not happy at all, and he said, "Well, I will be happy if I get a top 10 in any race." And look at him in race 1. Yeah, he is doing donuts. That makes me. I mean, a happy Menno is a happy everyone. I mean, everyone likes Menno. Everyone wants Menno to do well, and he has done a great, fabulous job, finishing P4. I'm happy. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. So yeah, you wanna have a little break then?
Well, we need to finish a chess game.
That's why. Oh, should we do it live on the stream?
Can we? That's probably not. It's probably not set up the broadcast, but I will definitely post the results in the comment section because I'm probably gonna win, and I want everyone to see that. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, likely for race 2. It's gonna be less laps. It's gonna be 23 laps, no pit stop mandatory. So you will likely see a lot of people going onto those medium tires and doing a one stop. But who knows? We might see a two stop double soft, and we're about to see that in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned, and we'll be back as soon as possible. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Supercup Race 2 as we're about to jump into that race. And Sandeep, what is the reverse grid number? Because I have missed it.
Right, it's the man who was at the back of the grid in race 1, and that is Opportunity.
Opportunity on pole.
Yeah,
That's going to be very interesting.
yeah, reverse grid number was P9, so Opportunity be our man for reverse grid pole. And who was second place? It was.
Pretty sure it was Frank Hemming, wasn't it? P10.
No, Frank Hamming was P10, so it would be.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, P8.
I forgot his name, starts with a D.
Dylan.
No, not Dylan.
David.
The weird thing is, I know Warburn's P3, but I can't remember who.
Cardos. Is it?
There he is. He's popped back in. Damien Cardes. Yeah. I was wondering if the name missing on the.
It starts with a D. Cardos. No, I know his first name starts with a D. Don't worry.
Yeah, Cardos is in one side. He'll be down front row along with Yanis Warburn, who got the original qualifying pole, starting P3.
We have some new information regarding Sven de Vries. He is up and racing, and this is going to be his final his final Super Cup race of the season, because he's not allowed anymore. But after this, he is going to do 4 Super League Lights races as well as 4 Super League races eventually. He just said that in the YouTube chat, and now we're gonna see how he's gonna do. He's currently leading the championship if you disregard what just happened in round 1, because officially he isn't anymore.
Yeah, so we won't count Sven as a championship contender there for this next race.
But it's still going to be very interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see him charge through the pack, yeah. And one thing to note, yeah, Leon Bock, he's the one, that's now what we said, he's leading the championship now? Leon Bock?
Yeah, as of race 1, the championship isn't updated yet, but he got 20 points, which puts him on 107, which is only a bit more. It's so close between the top 4, top 5. It's insane. So race 2 is really gonna go down to the wire, depending on who gets it first in the championship. Race 2 is gonna be terrible on the tires. Anyway.
Looks like we might have a bit of a delayed start because one of my drivers is having issues connecting to the server, which is a shame.
Who's that?
Philip Koenig, looks like he's having issues connecting.
Sounds familiar. Like me a few minutes ago. I couldn't join, but now I'm here, so I'm sure Philip Koenig will come back and race with us. We're currently on 28 drivers, meaning we're missing Koenig, and who else?
Good question.
Frank Hemming? Do we have Frank Hemming?
We got Hamming, yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Philip Koenig can connect, but he says he can't see other cars. Same with Cardos, and he said restart my PC, and it worked. So I'm pretty sure Koenig is restarting his PC, and when that's done, we'll have him back, and we'll have not a full grid because we're missing someone, but I'm not sure who.
Yeah, let's talk about race 2 though. 23 lap race. Most drivers are struggling to even do 20 laps on the the prime tire. So, be interesting choice to see what tire choice drivers make. Will they go for a sprint race one-stop strategy, or will they go for the just screw it? Hungary is hard to overtake. I'm just gonna no-stop it.
It depends, really. I mean, let's say you start from pole. Let's say you're Opportunity. You could try it, because if you're out in front, then
You say, yeah. I mean, if I was Opportunity, I'll start on prime, and then obviously you're the guy that dictates the pace, and I'll just be, just park the bus really.
if you run away, which you should be able to on the soft tire, especially because Opportunity maybe is even better than his result showed in race 1, because he started last. Then if you put out a gap of, like, let's say 6 seconds when you pit, and then you go again on the soft, and you have that much of a pace advantage, it can really dictate the race, and you can probably overtake the guys on worse tires. But it's still not going to be easy, though.
That's a lot of cars though to overtake. I
Yeah.
don't think it will work. I think if I
But
was
some
Opportunity,
people just can't manage it. They can't do 23 laps on the medium, so it's going to be very interesting to see where they start on. That's really all we need to look at, as we just got into the race with Philip Koenig. Did I miss it?
Yeah, we only
Without.
28 drivers, so we're missing someone else. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. We're missing.
If he feels like he can't see drivers and he felt to not drive, then that's fair play to him.
Yep.
To be fair, we're
It's
missing 3
two drivers.
drivers.
Yeah.
Because Fenn wasn't here the first race.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah. So we're missing 3 drivers then. That's very.
Someone else has left. Yes, a couple others have left. So, but yeah.
Well, all I know is it's not Opacini who's starting from that pole position. Jens Walborn does have a good grid spot finally, because he had that penalty off the qualifying pole. So he's finally going to have a little taste of starting up front. And I'm going to be very, very interested to see what he's going to be able to do, as everybody's on the grid. And we're about to take off for the formation lap. Opacini leading the way in front of Cardos, who again drove a beautiful race 1 rather, sorry, and is now looking to get a good race 2 in as well. Walborn behind him on P3, really good pace. Does he have pace to win this race? That rhymes, and I like it. P4 is Ivan Leonov. P5, Pedro Gomez. P6, Menoclont. Then behind him, Quinte. Started from P1, unfortunately had a little bit of a leg incident and couldn't get back to his P1, finished P3, race 1. Then who was it again on P8, Sandeep?
Leon Bach.
Leon Bach apparently on P8, finishing P2 in that race 1 with Junt, the race winner, behind him. Frank Hemming just missing out on the reverse grid number. P10. Tom Vandervoort, P11, Michelek behind him, then Dabrowski, Ragoza, who had a very hard time on the tires in race 1, so it's going to be a bit weird. He now needs to do 23 laps, but he has to make it work, and he is in fact on the soft tire, so he's going to do a 2-stop. So does Dabrowski. One stop, sorry. Yes, 1 stop. Sorry. Siebinski also behind him in P15 on the soft tires, and Witkowski 16th on the mediums. Whitehouse P17, Gearsmakers behind him after his unfortunate crash from, I think, P5. Puts him to P18. Then Gary DeVries behind him. Yaltayan, well, he's going to surely fight his way through the field. He's on P20 on the soft tires, so we'll keep an eye out on him. Hopefully he keeps it out of the wall and out of other drivers this time. Dankel, I skipped Ben Willis. Ben Willis P21, then behind him, Dankel and Mark Fuller. Lars Brugman and Niels Brugman again. Nothing divides them on the grid, so they always seem to find each other. Mikkel Gauka on P26 with Vicentovic behind him, and then Sven de Vries rounding out the grid in P28. And obviously, all eyes are also on him, because he needs to battle his way through the field, and he is not a guy who's going to settle for a P15 or something. He wants to win every race, but well, that's going to be very hard this time.
Yeah, it will be, and I'm going to keep an eye on 8, 9, 10, Bok, Jan, Hammy, because they are top 3 in the championship, and they're all starting together on the grids. This will be tasty.
Yeah, absolutely. They're lining up on the grid now. Just a few more cars waiting to line up.
Interesting what Leonov's doing here. Is
wow,
with his car on the grid slot.
That is very interesting.
What? Is he even in the slot?
Well, if the game counts it, it is apparently legal, as we are starting the race here. 4 lights on, 5 lights on. Opacini had a good start last time, and now he does as well. Cardos has a bad start, and Leonov jumps him. He has a really good start, immediately to P3. Cardos has a horrible start so far. Everything has been gone cleanly so far. Cardos brakes very late, touches the guy in front of him, but he turns out just fine. Everything so far seems to be going well. Again, very clean lap once, and it seems to be going all well. Pedro Gomez made up a lot of places. P3 as he almost spins, but he holds it. And Cardos, or Leonov, under attack of Quinte, but goes on the grass and manages to keep that position.
Yeah, great start from Frank Hamming as well. He didn't jump start this. He managed to clear Bok and Javid Jan, and he's on his...
Yaltayan is P14 already. Sorry to interrupt you.
Wow.
And now,
tires, yeah. Oh, we got a little hit from behind, but yeah, he's up to P13. Yes, nice little squeeze through the chicane. Yeah, Jarl Tyne making good use of those soft tires on this on this first lap. You know,
Oh, spin! Matteo Kismarcus is round.
no.
Not the start that he wanted, and he's down in last position. The only guy to spin out or crash out. Very, very unlucky. He touched the inside, and Ziobinski. Denkel and Ziobinski battling. Denkel gets the better of him. A lot of battles happening here. Can't follow them all. As there's more happening from Michalak on the inside of Tyen, rather it's Tyen on the outside of Michalak. Tyen has absolutely no tire wear in terms of bad tire wear. He has so much tire wear.
He's on quali fuel. I mean, his first lap is ridiculous what he just pulled off.
Ooh, Junt and Ragosa. Ragosa jumps Junt.
Yeah, Ragosa's on the option tires as well, so he's making fresh, good use of them pretty early. Well, he's gonna make a pit stop at some point in this race.
I feel bad for our cameraman Rob. He probably can't keep up, and that's very understandable because I can't either. But we've had a very, very nice opening lap, and nobody has really crashed out or spun out, except for Matteo Kersmakers, unfortunately. But he's still driving, and he's not too far back from the next car now. The gaps are so close all over the field, but the guys that are on the softs, that's where I'm looking towards. There's a crash behind. Lars Berkman crashes, not with his brother, but that is very unfortunate. Matteo Kersmakers goes through the field. Matteo Ziobinski, and he spins because he has no rear wing. What happened there? It happened in the chicane. It's Ziobinski making a move on a Melta Force, and then it's Brockman who just couldn't avoid him. Brockman is here, the victim here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just want to put eyes back. Sven de Vries started last place. He's up into P19. He's already gained 8. He's already gained 9 positions in the first 2 laps of this race.
And he's on the medium, so he doesn't have to pit.
Well, unless he chooses tyres, but yeah.
I remember in an interview last time in Turkey, he said his tire wear was horrible. Maybe he's doing a 2-stop here as well, if that's really the case. But then with the mediums, which I don't think so. But it could happen.
Could happen, yeah. Ragosa
Yeah.
up to P9 now.
Oh, Matthias Dabrowski going up the outside of Don Venable.
This is gonna be fun. Jarl and Ragosa are just going for it on these soft tyres. They've now both passed Bog all over the back of Hamming. Well, if I was Hamming, I'll just let Ragosa through. I wouldn't want to risk especially in a championship situation, I wouldn't want to risk any damage.
Oh, Witkowski crashed. I'm sorry to interrupt you. He spun out. Didn't lose anything, so but he lost a lot of positions there. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Frank Hamming is not on the same strategy as these guys, and they're driving very aggressively. So
I would just let them through. I wouldn't want to risk any damage, especially with. This would be. Ragosa is going to go for it, turn 1.
It's already the arrest time.
It's already arrested. Yeah.
Went by very fast this time. Jarl Tyne, is he going to die? But Ragosa
Hamming didn't really fight it though, did he?
Well, that's smart. That's what we said. He should have done, and he did. Good driving by him. Jarl's going to be going for it anytime soon, and Frank should not be bothered with it because it's not his race. They're gonna drop down eventually.
Yeah, this isn't Hamming's race. Y'all gonna go for it in turn 5? No. When I compromised him into turn 6, I don't know why y'all had a look into turn 5. He was too far back to even think about that.
The gap between Walborn and Opportunity on the finish was 2/10. Walborn is really going at it on those medium tires. They're both the medium tires, so this is just pure pace battle. But we know how good Walborn was in race 1.
Yeah, it's still 19 laps to go after this. You don't know if Walborn's pushing his tires a bit too early. Try get into P1, or if Opportunity's taking his time, saving his tires. Knows he doesn't have to. Knows he has to risk his car because he's got the track position here. Although
he could go for air.
Yeah.
He has to run. Can he go? Oh, he brakes late, but not late enough.
Yeah.
And behind, there's also battle going on, I think. Or am I just seeing ghosts? I'm seeing
No,
ghosts.
no,
There's no battle.
no. You saw Rogosa passing Menno.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing ghosts. Good. All good. All good. So it goes out, gets that position of Mano again. Yeah. Making our places like it's nothing, but they're just throwing the tires in the meantime, and they're gonna pit in about, let's say, 7 to 8 laps, and then they're gonna have to do it all over again. So they're having a fun race, but if it's the
Yeah.
best
That'd be
decision,
great to watch the last few laps when people are just crashed.
yes, that is. Lars Brugman has crashed. Unfortunately, with Gerrit de Vries, two Dutchmen. I can't speak English. Oh, there's a crash in front. That is dang. Wait, who's that? That's Vicentovic crashing with Gerrit de Vries, and Brugman is just a victim again. Couldn't do anything about it and crashed out right into the back. It was then Vicentovic who spun out. Then Gerrit de Vries couldn't avoid him, and then Brugman couldn't avoid them. So we have Yaltai now very close to the back of Frank Hemming. A move seems almost inevitable here, even though Frank Hemming is defending hard. Yaltai probably didn't expect that, but he's still going around the outside. Does he have the acceleration here? No, not enough. Now Frank Hemming's still in front, but the toe, they both have a toe. Will Yaltai make a move down the inside? He does, but there's no space, and they will bang.
Come on.
And he does brute force his way through, but I'm not too sure about that one. And now Liam Buck's right on the bot of Frank Hemming, but can't make a move there, obviously.
He's not making his way through this pack y'all as efficiently as Rogosa. P6. He's already on the back of Leonov here. But yeah, y'all. I don't know if he's running too much wing and stuff. He's not really.
You can't run too much win in Hungary.
You never know.
Come on now. Wait.
Let's not reveal our setup tomorrow. Shh.
Oh, wait. Our setup. Wait, don't let anyone know I sent you my setup. They're not gonna be happy. I was just messing about.
1-1 wins, but yeah.
No, it's not. The latest one was 2-1. Changed it. Anyway, Woburn is still very close to Opportunity, but not close enough. I would reckon he went very wide and turned in the last turn there. As Rogosa is now going to make a move on Ivan Leonov. Is Ivan Leonov going to defend? It does not seem so. Well, he breaks late, but Leonov just lets him through. Well, that seems smart. Well, he does get the undercar here, and he does have DRS because he was behind Cardos. But he's not going to go for this smartly. And yeah, Yaltai also got Menno Klont. In the meantime, all the guys on the soft tires are really flying, but that was to be expected.
Yeah, he's Wolben. I'm worried about Wolben here. I don't know if I feel like he's pushing way too hard, too early on these harder tyres. Yeah, I've seen him always lighting up the rear tyres, doing late brake maneuvers. I don't think the tyres will be able to take it this whole race at this intensity.
Maybe he's thinking, if I get in front, it doesn't matter how bad my tires get, I can and will defend because of the nature of the track.
We saw how bad the Rogosa's tyres got towards the end of race 1, didn't we?
Yeah, that was not good. That was quite funny to watch, to be fair. But yeah, you're right. But maybe he's even planning a two-stop himself if he's really pushing the car. Maybe he's planning to get in front of Opportunity and then push out. But I don't think that's a good strategy, to be fair. I think that's just going to cost him a lot of places.
Yeah, Opportunity's taking a really wide entry into the final. He gives him better drive off there. And onto the turn 1. He doesn't really have to defend too hard from Yanis. Oh, he has a little... half defended, if that's the right word.
Now, interestingly enough, P9 and P10 is teammates Menno Klont and Frank Hemming. Not sure who has more pace here, but maybe there are some team orders inbound if Frank is really faster, which doesn't seem... I don't know, it seems like something Menno could do, but it also seems like something he wouldn't do because he maybe is even the fastest guy this weekend so far. But yeah, maybe they're gonna have a nice little battle here, which is also obviously possible. So looking forward to that.
As a team play, he might play the championship game for Hamming. The last couple of laps, and if Hamming's still the guy right behind him, then it might let him.
Yeah.
You'll have to do it carefully, especially with Bok right on the tail of Frank here.
regardless of what happens, he's done a very, very good job. I didn't expect it, to be fair, because he was always complaining he's not fast. Then he just gets a casual P4 in race 1. So, actually, we just... Sorry, I did not miss anything. Walborn is right behind Opportuni. I thought for some reason Opportuni was... overtook Walborn, but that's not how that works. But he's still really close, and they're not pulling away from Pedro Gomez either. And in the meantime, Ragosa is just charging, and he's now at the back of Damien Cardos. And if his tires last, surely he's gonna make a move somewhere in the next lap.
I like what Gomez is doing. He's sitting there in P3 nicely. He's not really. He's just out. Well, he's just out of reach of the dirt here, so he's keeping his tires in good condition. He's not letting it slide. He's being smooth with the car. He's not. I'll keep an eye on the last couple of last few laps with Walburn. A big lockup instead.
Yeah.
I think it was a double. Was both tires locked up there? Yes, it was. Yeah, he's really pushing it.
Yeah, like you said, he's really pushing his tires, and that could cost him at the end of the run. You don't want to have a, what do you call that? Forgot. Flat spot. There you go. You don't want to have a flat spot, especially here.
Not with these slicks, it just wears through the tires a lot quicker than you want it to.
You're gonna have a nice little hand exercise with your wobbly steering wheel. It doesn't even. It's like it automatically says left and right instead of actually vibrating, basically. It's a bit of a weird feeling if you do have a flat spot or if your tires grow bad. Anyway, Ragosa now surely lining up this move on Damien Cardos, and he is on the inside, and he brakes later, and he gets the move clean, and no problems at all.
Yeah, just 4th place, yeah. He'll keep lining up his next victim with Pedro Gomez. How many more laps do you reckon Ragosa will get? 2-3 more laps before he makes his pit
Yeah.
stop?
Surely, yeah.
Yeah, then he's going to come out about 20th, really, at this rate. 19th, 20.
I think it would be smart.
You still get points, though. You'll still get points.
As soon as he gets behind Pedro Gomez, he's not gonna pass them. Because they all have the RS. So I think as soon as he gets to the back of him, he needs to pit. Doesn't matter if that's this lap or if that's the next lap. Doesn't seem to be this lap quite yet, as there is an accident somewhere behind.
Bang somewhere, yeah.
Ben Willis, big crash, and there's a lot of backmark. And Damien Cardos drives over the front wing. Uh-oh. Ben Willis, did he bin it on his own there? Yes, oh, he overcorrected it. The lead is coming onto his way. There was a tire. It was really close to hitting some of the people. Thank God we have a halo. But he won. Opportuni hit the front wing. And Cardos hit the front wing. So that can definitely give you damage. So I hope for them that wasn't the case.
Yeah, also noticed the pressure's kind of lifted off Opportuni from Walburn. It's not, I know Walburn's still in the DRS, but he's not attacking as much now. I think his best of those tires have gone away from him.
Yeah, I think so as well. And now Pedro Gomez and Ragosa especially are on the back of him. I think the smartest decision would be to pit probably this lap for Ragosa. And has he requested to go to the pits? He has, so he could very well do it.
He had that last lap as well.
Ah, he's doing a little bait. I like that. That's what I do as well. Just request pit lap 1, no one knows where you're pitting.
I like Ragosa. He's probably thinking, I'm going to get like P13 anyway if I started on Prime, so he's going to go out on options and have fun. He'll probably still get P13, but...
But people will defend harder the second time he comes around.
Maybe, yeah, but we saw how much of an advantage fresh tyres has.
Yeah, a big advantage.
Oh, he's coming in. Okay.
Yeah, he's going into the box now, and he's likely going to come back in P19, which is quite a nice little gap he has. If he passes Witkowski, he's going to have a 3-second gap. He's going to have a lot of nice free space. But then he comes into the guys after a few laps of pushing. He's going to come into the gap of the big groups.
P1.
P1, yeah.
Auburn. What was I saying about him not putting pressure on anymore? He had a nice little look at Opportuni.
Drifting.
There we He's letting his tyres cool down a bit and thought I'll have another hit again. Oh, opportunity back in step time middle of turn 5. Will Wilburn make it up inside? Nope.
That was close. That was
I
way
don't know,
too close for comfort, and
yeah.
just spun out. Didn't happen though. I think Pedro Gomez is really enjoying himself here.
Yeah, he's in the best seat of the house. He's just gonna sit there.
He probably wants him to attack as much as possible. Destroy those tires, hopefully for both of you, and then just snatch that position when you're vulnerable.
Just
Your
hanging
time.
back.
Sorry, yeah, go on.
Yeah, he's just hanging back, Gomez. Not really. Let's pull back another lock up. Yeah, it was about Yom.
He just gained a position, but I'm not sure who he passed, because he was 8, was he?
Wherever goes a pitted.
Oh, Ragosa pitted. We missed that.
Pitted.
Wait, we didn't miss that, actually. Never mind. And there is an accident. What has just happened? Mark Fuller has spun out and lost his front wing. Unfortunate for him. Joltijn is in the pits now, and he is going to go the soft tire again, together with Dabrowski, and they're going to charge their way through the field, just like Ragosa.
Do you have a Sven update?
A Sven update?
Yeah. Let's go to P. He's on the outside of Michalak into turn 3.
What?
He's up into the points and Sven de Vries probably wants to go out and this is his last Supercup race of the season, probably wants to go out with a bang.
Can you do it here? Oh.
No, not quite. And Michalak hits the inside curve of turn 5 and Sven go around the outside turn 6. Is he gonna make it?
Oh no, no
Quite,
grip
not
there.
quite.
Inside now. Oh no, doesn't do it.
Yeah, Michalak defended well there.
Fair battling over there. Didn't result on the pass yet. Just on the breeze breathing down the neck of Michalak.
Now, Menno Klont, I believe, has let Hamming pass her somewhere.
That is very true. Yeah. Or Frank Hamming has passed him. I will just check that out.
Has there been a team orders?
It was an overtake on the start finish and last lap. I need to see. It just looks like a regular overtake. It doesn't really look like he let it pass. So Frank Hamming passed Menno Klont for P7 right now because a lot of guys in front of them pitted. But what I'm interested about, as Ragosa is going to complete his first time lap, how fast is he? Ragosa crossing the finish now, 22.0. That is 2 seconds faster than P1 at the moment, Adriano Opacini.
And Sven pits.
Wow, that's what I said he would do.
Wow.
Based on the Turkey interview we had.
I hope you're not doing super lights. Your tire was terrible.
Oh, wait, then you hope he does it, because you're competing against him. Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
He's going to do more pit stops. Luke Maguire or Sven de Vries.
Oh no, the bet. Like, look, Maguire can't really do Super League lights anymore, can he?
Who can't?
Look, Maguire.
Oh, no, yeah. We can discuss that one later on. This game.
Nah, screw the race. Alright, you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Frank Hamming has pace though. He's run 3 seconds
pace,
away.
Yeah. Maybe Menno did just feel like Frank is the quicker driver at this stage of the race. He's letting by because. And yeah, Menno's doing a good blocking job here for his championship teammate.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what? This is doing well for H2 and Amico, especially in the constructors. They weren't far behind today, and especially with Keersmaker having a bad round.
Yeah, Keersmakers does have a bad round, but David Junt has had a very good round. Though his race 2 has been mediocre, can I say it? Compared to his race 1. But then again, overtaking is very,
he hasn't
very
been able
difficult.
to get anywhere, yeah.
Ragosa is just into the points already, by the way, so it might have been a good decision after all, because his next target, Tom van der Voort.
Oh, speaking. Yeah, Ragosa's back end complete stepped out in the middle of turn 3. That's when his tyres any good.
I missed that, but what I did miss is that Liam Buck is all over the back of Menno, trying to get him in the turns, not on the straights at the moment. Menno's really struggling on these tires to make them last.
Surprising, no?
Well, surprising.
Menno is struggling with his tyres. He done fine in race 1. I don't know what the issue is in race 1.
Well, he told me before race 2 that the race 2 is going to be
yes, he did.
different.
Yeah.
because the tires just don't last. I don't think his tires lasted in race 1 either, but he was able to defend. Remember, we had that big fat train with Menno as a leader.
Yeah. Although I think Bok's got a great chance to pass Clont here.
Wow, look at Clon's exit though. Wow, okay.
Okay.
It's a good exit, but at what cost? Let's see.
My lord, is that even legal?
Menno's defending. Bok goes around the outside here. Menno gets it, tries to do the switchback here. Bok has the RS, and Menno is still defending the inside, so you're going to have to do it around the outside here. Leon Bok tries it. Is there enough grip? I don't think so. And nope, there is not. So one more lap that Menno has not been passed. And in the meantime, Alexander Ragosa has passed Tom Menvoort. He's now on his way to George Whitehouse, and after that, he's going to go find his way through to this group of Menno Clont, Leon Bok, David Junt, and Casper Michalak. But he has 8 laps.
Yeah, he's crawling over the back of Clont's gearbox here. He can't find a way past him, and Davignon, he's having a little nose. He's having a little look himself, you know. If he could get ahead of Bok, that'll do this championship good.
Yeah, for sure, because Namco are gaining quite a few points on Crossfire in this race too, with Matteo not scoring, unfortunately, again in race 2 as well as race 1, where he spun out from a great position. So that's just very unfortunate. But now David John's trying to keep them in the lead. I think they'll stay in the lead because of his race 1 win. But any point they can get is gonna help his chances.
Better run now. Clon's have to go defensive to turn 1. With Bok just hanging on to right now, he's going to cut back underneath him. That's
oh, he's ahead already. Oh, he's squeezing. Oh, drifting, Menno.
No, and done. Yeah, Davignon, is he going to make it through? No, not quite.
David John was looking, but Bok didn't see him. I think he just stared into him. And, keep it clean, guys.
Yeah,
Menno drifting.
Menno is struggling, isn't he? I think
He's absolutely.
I don't think he could go any quicker because his tyres will not make it.
He's driving in the middle of the track to just avoid getting dive bombed, and to be fair, was probably on the edge of clean with that drift and using Leon Bok as a.
Look who's catching them up, Ragosa on his fresh soft tires.
Yep, together with Whitehouse.
His lips.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. I think the most commonly used word I say is interesting. So, very sorry for that. I think Ragosa's going to pause Whitehouse on this lap, or technically on the next one. And then the big group of P11 to P8, and now Liam Bok is a bit too far back, but David Junt is likely not. He's really close to Liam Bok, but he also has a slipstream, so you don't think he can do a move here.
Yeah, not quite able to nail his exit there, Bok, compared to the last lap.
Oh, Whitehouse spin in! Off spin, but Ragosa gets past him. What happened there? Well, Ragosa's past him. And now Whitehouse dive bombing. Oh, that's a good move. But Ragosa has more grip. Oh, wow, he's pushing him far. And this has lost him time. Ragosa's not going to like that. But it was a good move. Whitehouse getting...
Great move. I can't believe that was stopped, man. I can't believe you managed to get that stopped in time.
No, me neither. I thought I was going to plow into the side, but he didn't. In the meantime, you're tying also battling his way through.
Ragosa comes back with his own little late break in, and that pushes them both into...
And Witkowski just spun behind them while battling with Yaltai, and let's see if that was Yaltai's fault. No, it was not. Witkowski lost it on his own. Won the Academy race in Fuji, if I'm not mistaken. Has shown some great promise, but he's made a few mistakes as well, and that's cost him this race. Ragosa, in the meantime, next to Whitehouse still. And he's hitting him, and he spun him around, and he's also saved him from spinning.
No.
Wow, what is happening here? There's a lot of battles going on.
Yeah, there's a train for P1, you got
Bok.
the Clont train, you got...
Yeah, the Clont train is about to end, I think, because Bok's going for the move. Menno's... Oh, he's fake defending. I like that. He's gonna act like he defended, but didn't in the end. And Whitehouse and Sorry, no one... Sorry, it's rather...
Yaltai and passing Tom Vandervoort.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Can Menno defend this? That's gonna be interesting.
Oh, what's that?
Ooh, Cardos. Cardos is off.
Yeah. What happened there?
Did he do the same thing as Witkowski, that lose it on the curbs? Or did he
No
not?
inside. Oh, he lit up the Astro.
Yep.
Lit Tires on the Astros.
Didn't
down
lose
the
him
wall,
much.
though.
Yeah, lost in one position, so not...
Yeah, live for another day, yeah. Y'all tying's around.
Oh, not again, y'all. And this is gonna put him down to P16. And find him is Sven de Vries, who's diving him. Nope, he's not.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to y'all then?
Did you do the same thing?
He lost a bit on the
You did
curves.
the
Well,
same thing as Cardoza. Well, except you made it on the anti-curve this time.
read it, I think, Witkowski, but Witkowski actually lost it on the curb. In front of y'all Tyan, and then y'all Tyan decides to do the exact same thing. One lap later. Right then. Anyway, we're back to the Menno train, I would say. Actually, Quinte and Leonov are also battling a bit, but it's not as exciting as this train right now. The problem is, Junt is so close to Buck all the time, but he can't make the move because... Oh, well, yeah, breaks himself there a bit. But yeah, because Buck has the DRS and the toe. So there's just nothing you can do on the straight, as Ragoza now on the inside of Michalak. Both poles. Well, Ragoza overshoots and, well, doesn't get the position, actually. Michalak has none of it. The teammates, but no gifts.
One with Warburn's, you know, we were talking about earlier, Warburn's putting the pressure on Opportuni to try and get past him. There's a bit of a gap now. It's not quite a P1 train, it's more of a P2 train now.
Actually, yeah, that's a big train for
There's another
P2.
lock-up. Oh, a double lock. Wow. And a bit of lighting up the rear tyres on exit. Warburn's looks like he's struggling on his tyres now. Remember we were talking about Gomez earlier, you know, he's just hanging back, saving his tyres, being smooth with his driving, and now he's reaping the rewards.
I just want to put some focus on Ragoza for a second as he moves down the inside of Michalak. Well, there we go. That was the focus I wanted to put on him, and we're done. Oh, Walborn getting overtaken. No, Pedro Gomez tries it, but now he has the DRS, and it's going to go for another move down the inside. Doesn't break late enough, but yeah, you're right. You said it earlier. Walborn is destroying his tires, trying to overtake Opportuni, and now Opportuni's laughing and driving away for the victory.
Well, I mean, if his teammate couldn't win race one because of lag issues, hopefully touch wood.
Don't say that. You jinxed
I
everything.
touched wood though, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
Fine.
Oh, Pedro Gomez just struggling on turn in there, but this is a big train. Ivan Leonov also having a very good race too here. Also a guy that has had his share of misfortune this year, and yeah, I would say he deserves a podium. So let's see what he can do to get it. It seems like Walborn is the target, but just like Menno, who has been holding on for lap after lap, Walborn is not giving up.
Yeah, Menno seems a bit. He's got a little bit of a gap to Bok this lap. Has Bok's highs dropped off, maybe?
Not that much of a gap, is it? It's right on the still.
Oh, he's not on his gearbox as he was the last 5-6 laps, but.
Well, he's about to be now if he gets a good exit, I would say.
Nah, okay.
Maybe. It's gonna be a bit close. I don't think he's gonna do it. But neither is anyone behind him, so they're fine for another lap, unless he dives from here. And oh, Gomez is actually past Walborn. We missed that, but well,
Sheesh.
that was a nice move.
Yeah.
Seems like a little bit of contact, but
Yep, Gomez, you know? That's what I did mention earlier.
he was just
Walburn,
chilling
yeah,
back.
is pushing his, yeah, I did mention, yeah, Walburn's pushed his tyres too
Quinte
much.
now. Oh, that's a Cardass tries it, but that's not a move you can ever make. And Leonov spins because of it. Cardass survives, but loses his space. What's happening?
Ah, it's a great move behind me.
Well, he still hasn't done it. If he steers in, it's good end in disaster. He does steer in. And now Leonov is looking around the inside of Cardass. Gets the position back that he should have had anyway. Because that was a very weird move. I don't know what's happening, but Cardass is doing a switchback now around the outside.
They're all switching back.
I don't know what's happening, Sandeep. I can't keep up. My throat is dry. Cardass is still on the inside. He brakes. Doesn't brake late. Well, he's still on the inside. They touch slightly. They touch again. Leonov's rounded.
No! Yeah, that way. Go that. Oh, no.
And that is... Oh, Menocron is now... The spotter should tell him that there's a car in the middle, but it's fine. Leonov in the last lap. Well, not the last. Now it's the last. But that is horrible. And that's going to be a position for Menocron. In the meanwhile, Liam Buck has lost the position. Menocron is about to hit the back of even Leonov. I don't know what's happening.
Wherever goes is up to Pete.
Oh, Ragosa!
What happened there?
Liam Buck lost the position to Junt.
Leonov's really trying to keep as many cars behind about his front wing. This is...
Oh, don't do this. Junt.
Come on, Leonov.
What is happening? He goes back on the track. And now Ragosa tries to...
Bad
No, Ragosa, don't do this. This is ending the disaster.
Oh,
But
no.
he doesn't. And now Liam Buck is trying to get a move on. Ragosa, I don't know what's happening. But also, there's a nice battle still for P3. I can't speak. Quinte almost spins. Where do I look? I look everywhere. As Frank Hemming maybe is going to have a move here. He has a good exit. Maybe he can try to move here. He doesn't go for it. Thinking about the championship very likely. But maybe Quinte can do something here. Nope, doesn't seem so.
You know who else could do something? Opportunity.
Yeah, he can win a race as he's crossing the finish line. Quinte around the outside for P3. He does make the move stick. He spins. No, he doesn't. Who gets the position done? It's Quinte in touch. Oh my god. Quinte gets that position with a lot of wheel banging in the end. That was so tense. And in the back, nothing else happens except for Whitehouse and Michalak. Whitehouse tries the same move on the outside. Does he get the drive? Dabrowski looking down the inside now. That's a slight touch, but there's nothing going to be changing about that. Result, Michael Galka on the outside of Vandervoort as well. Doesn't do it.
Okay, what happened there?
Everything happened there.
A bit of post-race drama there. Okay, let's not talk about that.
Why not? I like drama. Let's talk about it.
Did...
Oh! Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Someone ran into the back of Whitehouse, did he?
Yeah.
Well, that will be surely looked after by the stewards. That's unfortunate. But Opportuni dominating this race, just driving so smart, keeping his tire better than Walborn and basically anyone else. Like we know that he can, because he's so good on those tires. And driving away by over 7 seconds on eventually Walborn. Pedro Gomez doing great, just waiting for his opportunity. Finishes P2, then Quinte P3 as well. Did it twice, so that's good points for him.
Yeah, good result for Pescara tonight. Double podium for Quinteri. P3 in race 1, unfortunate one. Yeah, but you know, solid points in the end for his night. Double podium, can't complain. Namiko, P5, P7, Menoko? Ugh. Menno had 1, 2. Let's call him Menno. Yeah, Menno hanging on to P7. Done a good blocking job for his teammate, and he scored solid points for his team there. David Yunt, solid night again. Won race 1, got P8. Solid round of points for him. Unlucky what happened to his teammate, Keersmaker. Hopefully he'll come back stronger. Sven de Vries, back of the grid, got to P12 in the end. And Ragosa again, it's a feisty drive, He made, that's some interesting overtakes he made, but
Well, respect for Ragosa.
Yeah.
That was some good driving.
He went for it, didn't he? He's like, I'm going on op.
I didn't think it would work this well.
I didn't think it would work. I mean, he was probably going to get like P13 or something if he started on primes. So I think that was a positive strategy call by him to go for it in the end.
And Menno defending against Leon Bach mainly, and then David Junt in the end, 2/10 the gap, finishes P7. Menno P4 and P7, doing great for his team and as well for himself, of course. Great points by him. And someone who has disappointed me today has to be Altayan. Probably.
First day back.
No, I don't let him off. It's Yaltayan. You don't let Yaltayan off. He should win every race. It doesn't matter where you put him. That's what I think. There's no excuse for anything. He shouldn't have spun. Well, then he still wins. This is Yaltayan. But he didn't. So I blame him. Nah. I mean, probably more to it than we think. Probably a last minute drive. Very unfortunate for him. But still, he spun, I think, 3 times. you should know better, right? That's what I
Mm.
think. Even you don't spin 3 times, Sandeep.
Nah,
Just
I
kidding.
don't. Just
Just messing
on a
about
good
with you.
day.
On a good day, you don't spin 3 times. Anyway, let's bring in some interviews here. As first, let's bring in 2 people, David Junt and David Carter, winner of race 1 and team boss of the winner of race 1. So, guys, how are you feeling? You finally found the pace in the first race to win the race.
It was quite a performance because it was totally unexpected as well. Because we wasn't feeling so great, I must admit, going into the particularly the qualifying. But when we saw our grid positions, I thought, do you know what? We've actually got a quick car here, and David's race 1 was beautiful to watch. The racecraft there, it was best performance I've seen from David in a long time. So that was really good. And Matteo having problems in both races, one of his own making, the other one problem, just start incident, I think. But I think for David, it's been a great day, and we've setting more records today. We're now 20 on the trot for podiums in the events, and now 10 wins as a team now in career ladder since we joined in 40 events. So that's one every 4 races. So doing a great job this season, and it's getting tougher because now better drivers are coming along. So it's going to get harder as the season goes on. But delighted with the team's work today.
Absolutely fantastic. And David, in the first race, you put that overcut to work on was it Liam Buck? And then, unfortunately for Quinte, he had that leg incident. But did you plan to do the overcut, or was it something that just kind of happened during the race?
More of a happened thing, because all before the race I was like, yeah, tire wear is gonna be difficult, and like reaching the goal of laps to like make it safely on like both compounds. And then I had a good start. I was probably rather safe in the position I had following them, and I got 1 place, I think. I'm probably starting to forget it because there was so much to do.
I think you got Liam Buck, yes.
That was even before. I think I had to pass somebody. Oh no, it was Jarl that made a big mistake, and I just was like, go right, unimpressed, spun. I just then started reeling a bit in, not too much, not the killed house, but just gradually to come back into play. And then I was just basically, I want to do as many laps that are like on pace possible with these tires, and then pit. I was like, yeah, I've got probably not enough for the next lap, but Matteo needs probably was lap or before, so I decided to pit then. It was not really planned, yeah, not at all. And then when I come out, I was actually like so confused that I was like asking my team, has Leon pitted yet? Because I was mistaking him for Giannis because Leon changed team. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm apparently second. And then Quintana had the lag moment. I got past, like I was braking early, so I could say looked like he had an issue. And then it was, I don't mean, he had damage, that's why I dropped back. And then it was me and Leon like Bahrain all over again. But this time I could pull a bit away until like my left front started to get a bit too bad. But I managed to hang on. It's probably the best Supercup race that I've ever had. Even the previous one in the old times, like 10 years ago, weren't as good and thrilling as this one with making some kind of overcut work.
Oh, that's amazing. And you're not the only one today who has confused Liam Buck for someone else. So
There are Germans everywhere.
yeah, well, if you watch the broadcast back, you know what I mean. But talking about what happened after that, you were behind Quinte, and he had this unfortunate leg incident. Well, fortunate for you. Do you think you could have made a move on him if everything would have gone normally?
It was difficult. I mean, I saw chances. I mean, there was traffic we had to negotiate for the guys that were on the mediums, and he was held up. I was having a look at times. I'm just following and like looking. Is he having the pace? Does he not? I wasn't quite sure if he had it. I can't tell if the damage then slowed him down and he dropped further away. But I mean, if there was no like good exit of the last turn into DRS, or him having a sideways moment of any kind that makes him bog down so much that I could pass either side, I would have probably gone with second if Leon had been there still try to defend that. And to be honest, I was really glad that like the podium was, I mean, quite secured, because everyone behind there was like training along truly. And I was just kind of happy to be, on a relatively surprising podium position in race 1.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great job. You're doing great job in the championship, both of you, for David with the driver and then obviously for the team as well. So congratulations and looking forward to see how you guys do in Baku.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thanks very much.
Fast and walls.
Battle Royale.
Liam the wall walls.
a few more chess moves to be involved, that's for sure.
Yeah, we need to finish our chess
Still
games.
finishing me off. He's kicking my ass, man.
Stop.
You know what? Let's not do any more interviews because we need to do chess. Not just kidding. Let's bring in our next interviewee because we're gonna get another team boss together with another driver, Tom Voss from H2O Nemco, H20 Nemco, H2O Nemco, is it? Tom Voss, what is it? H20 Nemco. I'm very sorry.
Yes.
Menno, first of all, you must be very happy. But you told me before the race that you were not happy at all. That you would be happy with a top 10.
Yeah. Well,
P4 and P7. It must be amazing.
yeah, it was a really good day at the office today. I'm really proud, and I think the skill was always there, but not always the result I wanted. The timing or like keeping relaxed when it matters, that was a bit difficult for me. And yeah, well, I think today I was really relaxed. I surprised myself with a very good qualifying lap where I was in P6 when I crossed the line, then went to P9, and afterwards I went to I was starting for P7. That was really good. But then race 1 was really good. I could follow like the top 3 pretty easily on the red tire, so that was pretty good. And then it was all about the pit stop, and the pit stop was timed perfectly. I had a great battle with Matteo Kirschmakers. He passed me when I was exiting the pits, but I got him back the lap later, so it was really cool. And after the last 10 laps was just like just drive your own pace. It's difficult to overtake here, so in the end, I could get P10, P4 with like the last 10 laps, a bit more cruising, like choose your moment. That was cool.
I have a suggestion for you. How about instead of a Truly train, we rename it to Menno train? Because in
Oh,
both races, you had like a train of 5-6 cars behind you, and nobody could pass you.
yeah. Well, I don't mind that.
At least he is first in the train, so that's a
Yeah.
good thing to
Yeah.
hear. So
Yeah.
And he didn't crack.
The thing is, I could have gone a bit faster, maybe not a lot, but it's all about saving tires in race 2, and I wanted to save tires. And you just know if you are like saving your tires in certain areas, and try to have a good exit onto the start finish straight. It's difficult to pass, and that's what I did. But in the end there was a big gap between P7 and P8 for a long time. So it was very interesting.
It was definitely very interesting. Now moving to you, Tom. Frank Hemming didn't have the best of races, but how are you feeling in general? Because it's kind of a mixed bag, is it?
well, I was surprised he was still P10 at the end of race 1 because he had like 2 spins, one 180 and one 360, and he jumped the start, so he needed to get the drive through, but still points, so that's good.
And
So I'm happy, but P9 was the best way to go. But
you're
Yeah.
looking very close to Crossfire now. Matteo didn't score any points. I'm not sure if you've won any points, but how does that constructor title look?
We're
Can
not
you get it?
looking at the constructors
Yeah, you
title.
all say that. Come on, you must be looking towards it. David always says the same thing.
I'm
At least a tiny
shadowing
bit.
David. I'm shadowing David.
You're all not interesting. All right. Anyway, very good result for you guys. So congratulations, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time in Baku.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Sandeep. I think that concludes all the interviews. What do you make of that race?
that was entertaining. Yeah, it's good start to the racing week at Hungary. Hopefully, like Super League live up to the same standards.
You're part of that.
Oh
you need
no, yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah.
you need to live up to the standards.
Hopefully the cameras doesn't show up on me. Then I'm having a quiet race. But yeah, good races. Congratulations to David Jump for winning race 1, Crossfire lot, and then congratulations to Opportuni from. Yeah, that was a good drive from tonight. Back at the race 1, got reverse grid pole, then won race 2. Guaranteed I wasn't what he was expecting tonight, but good job by Pascal a lot as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you as well to Rob Mason, our beautiful cameraman, doing a fabulous job as always. And thanks to all the viewers, and we hope to see you back tomorrow at the same time for the Super League Lights race, where you can see me and Sandeep in action, which is obviously what everyone wants. And I'm just going to be Sandeep in a chess game, which we still didn't finish. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon.
To keep up to date with the latest GPVWC videos, click on the subscribe button, or check out more of our exciting sim racing action by choosing a video. For more information on the league, visit gpvwc.com.